Ugh. Mm. Oh, good. Here we go. Don't pass by right here, though. Oh, let's see here. Oh, evening, Nick. How you doing? Son of Flower. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. But I don't think he's going to show tonight.
Yeah. He after that embarrassing loss last night. I flipped the script.
I'm wondering if he was playing. I don't even think he was because he didn't. I don't think you did anything until you actually put it on yours. Hey, KJ. Hey, Brock. Good to see everybody tonight. Good show tonight. Very good show tonight. Oh. Know we had a lot of stuff happen since the last show. Yeah. Get your popcorn ready. Yeah, it's gonna be a good show tonight. Got some good stuff to talk about tonight. How are you doing, man? Good?
Good. Yeah, real good. We did RumbleCon start yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm wondering. So did you saw the teaser, right, for that?
Yes.
Not the picture of the video part. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, when you get a chance, I think it's still on their stuff. Probably it's in the story section or reels section, and it opens up. They got the graphic and everything, and then you hear Slugfest, like he's like, and he crashes into the sign, and then he does the thing. He stamps the graphic, and I'm sitting there, me. I was like, yeah, everything else, color palette, colorway, blah blah blah. I was like, is there something here? I'm like,
oh, there it is. Yep, just saw it.
Yeah. So I was looking at that. What is this?
Breaking Glass coming in.
Yeah. Oh wow, they're doing WWE figures. Just kidding. Mezco taking my money. Today, yeah. Yo, I'm really surprised about that whole pre-order. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but I'm actually kind of surprised at like the initial feedback with it. Because everything was happening with the. I got to look at camera left. With everything that's happening with Dark Knight and everything. Collector sometimes. He said sometimes they take him. So yeah, got a good show tonight. Might as well just jump right into it. I don't think CC is coming. He's a little bit sick, so he gets the night off. So welcome to episode 28. I guess we'll timestamp this really quick. All right. Hello, everyone. What was it? Because I haven't done this in a while, right? All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Paige. Welcome to episode 228 of the Hangout, where we give you positive insight into a world of collecting, a very chilled and relaxed atmosphere. I say we because I'm joined by one half of the two Corys, Mr. Michael Cory. How you doing, sir? Rumble 112 photos. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good stuff, man. Lots of good stuff. So tonight, just to clear up some stuff, I already had two people, like I told you, right? I already had two people message me and say, "Oh, you spelled entertainment wrong." I said, "I appreciate that. Thank you."
Oh, silly spell checkers. If only they knew.
Oh, you brainy Smurf ass. Man, Papa Smurf always says. I say, I appreciate it. Thank you for looking out. I was like, but it was intentional. So that will be part of our conversation tonight. I don't watch a lot of shows, time and other reasons, but 3POA did a interview with Ryan Ting. Very interesting.
It was a great interview.
It was very good. So I reached out to Ryan and I said, hey, I'd love to cover some of the stuff that you went over on your live. Is that cool? And he said, yeah. So thank you very much. Yeah, so we'll go over some of that stuff tonight. Yeah, very, very good interview. Very surprising. It was kind of out of left field. but I'm glad that there was an opportunity for somebody to be able to, get him on and be able to talk to him, and then just for him to share some of his knowledge. Very good. We'll talk about that. So we got that, and then we got some minor toy news. I kind of skimmed a lot of it off, to be honest with you. So yeah, there he was. 3POA. Again, all the stuff that we're going to talk about tonight. I already talked to Ryan, so he already approved it. So don't try to start any internet beef. So Paige was using your shit. No, don't happen. I cover my bases, man. But yeah, great show. If you, we're gonna highlight some of the talking points that they had. There was some really good ones, and I just picked like 4 or 5 of them. I'm pretty sure you have some too if you want to go over that. But I would definitely watch the episode. This is a very, very well constructed, well thought out interview. And there's a lot of information. I think I've watched this 3 times already, just because there's so much.
That's like watching the Rings trilogy.
Well, the first time yeah, the first time I had it on, and it was background,
Okay.
I wasn't fully into it, and then I think I hit a part, and I'm like, what'd they say? And I rewound it, and then I was just like, and then there's just so much information.
You're crazy.
For me, like I said, I had to watch it 2 or 3 times just because it's all really good information. I think everyone should watch that episode just because it gives you an idea of the inner workings.
Wait, you mean figures don't come out as soon as they announce them? That there's a process and there was a lead up to it at that point?
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard sometimes for, I guess, people to accept that. We'll talk. We'll get ahead of it. We'll talk about it then. But yeah, this is going to be the main topic for tonight. We'll just talk about some stuff that happened in the toy world. But first, a little show foreplay. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Does that look small?
That's what she said.
Oh, hopefully not. But dun, 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 dun. First official look at Doctor Doom. Thoughts?
Mezco did it better.
No, come on.
No, I like it. I like it. No, it's man, this is gonna be excited for Marvel movies again. I mean, I love Fantastic Four. I know that you haven't watched it yet, but this is gonna be a fun ride.
I'm sorry.
Finished filming. I think they finished filming this week. I thought I read somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Did you hear about like some of the backstage stuff? They said that
Some
Reynolds
beef.
and,
Yeah. Paul Rudd and Robert Downey Jr.
I thought it was Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, I didn't know he was actually confirmed yet.
Man, I've seen so many people. The girl that was in She-Hulk. You know how internet rumors just go around. I heard she's in it. I heard Ben Affleck's in it. Wesley's in it again. They're just. I heard some weird ass rumor where they said that they were gonna try to put Mahershala Ali in there.
Oh, dude, that'd be great.
And they were gonna have a run in. I'm like, don't make this like matter.
Is he gonna be Cottonmouth or is he gonna be the new?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Oh man, he did that role so well.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But I guess this is one of the I guess official press release images. It looks really good. I'm looking forward to seeing what companies do this because this looks very intricate. Like some of the how they do with their costume designs.
Yeah, the little chainmail pieces underneath, and man, I mean it's iron. I mean it's Stark Tech.
Yeah. I wouldn't even mind if Mezco did a cinematic version of this, just give us a new Blade with the movie with Wesley. I know I'd much rather see a Wesley Snipes Blade movie where he's older.
Old man Blade.
Yeah. Mezco. No, this is just the official Marvel, I guess, promo image. I was reading something. They said that there was some graphic or something, hologram that they had going up.
Oh yeah, like Shanghai or something.
Yeah, and they were showing clips of the movie or something like that. So it'll be cool, man. Everybody wants Old Man Blade. Yeah, they do. Does he age? No, but you know what I mean. Like, I mean, obviously they're not going to be able to hide his age in the movie. So,
de-age him with CGI.
yeah, I mean, he has to age a little bit, right? Because his mother,
He's
you know,
half.
yeah. So probably like a slowed down thing.
Hey,
But yeah, Doom is coming. And since we're talking about rumors, here's another rumor.
I heard that rumor too.
I'm glad, man. I know people don't want to get into the whole, you know, what he
Said,
made,
she said.
yeah, that kind of stuff. But I was looking forward to this run.
He's a great actor too. Another great actor at Marvel.
Yeah, he's done some really good stuff, man. Like I haven't watched all of Lovecraft, that one. You know, is it Love? Was it Love something?
Lovecraft, is it? I think so.
Yeah, I've seen some of his other stuff, and I really like. I haven't seen Magazine Dreams yet. I haven't seen. But yeah, he's supposed to be back. I think this is cool. I'm hoping that he gets at least maybe this is a step in and he can do something, you know, and get back in there. Yeah. Was talking about movies. You ready for your Tron bucket? I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no interest in seeing this movie.
Uh-uh.
I
No.
don't. I don't know. I saw Jared Leto was at the
It was in
he was
Orlando.
yeah, at the Tron thing.
I thought he got canceled too.
Yeah, that's another thing. I was like, that's awkward. Even if you have like something kind of against you, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you, KJ. Lovecraft Country. Yep.
Not that I want to get into the he said, she said, cancel this, cancel that. I'm just surprised that with the current controversy surrounding him that he's out promoting and doing things, especially at Disney.
Oh yeah. You see, it gets a little awkward.
There's layers to that one.
Yeah, you know. I might not want to do that one, but yeah. I don't care for the story much. What is this? What is he? Are you which storyline? The Kang's or the Tron? Or I haven't seen this. I've seen previews of this, the Toxic Avenger and the He-Man movie that's coming out. Tron.
Yeah, Tron's definitely has a cult following. You know, you're either
I
all
love
in.
OG Tron. I love OG Tron. That
Yeah.
one's. What's better, the Alien show or the Hulu Peacemaker? I haven't watched any of Peacemaker yet.
I'm caught up on Peacemaker. Peacemaker's good. I have not watched any well, I watched the first episode of Alien Earth, like not as close as I should watch it. So I can't make it a good opinion on that yet.
I like it, man. I think I'm caught up. Is it? Oh, wait a minute. They got the last episode, right?
I'm not sure. Like I'm gonna power through it whenever they say it's done.
It's good, man. It's a nice homage to the original. A lot of the set pieces, some of the sound design and everything, and then the storyline. They do add like parts of things that are happening like culturally now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got that like that smug little kids, like a Zuckerberg kind of guy, and money can buy me, and money can buy anything I want, and I can do whatever I want because I have money, and it's just like, ugh.
This guy.
Yeah, there's a lot of parallels, but yeah, I'll stream one of them. Yeah, but yep, Tron. If you want, you can get your popcorn bucket. I saw today on Vudu they were doing Jurassic Park, and they'll mail you the popcorn bucket. Some things that happen in the community. If you are in the Augusta, Georgia area, C Powers is putting together a Rumble retreat. This is going to be held September 20th. That's coming up pretty soon. What? 3 more days?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guests that are going to be there. You got Ian. Sorry, I accidentally marked through that, but Ian is going to be there. He's going to be doing a photography workshop. Vasco Toys is going to be there doing a diorama workshop. Awesome Adam, he just opened his comic shop. I think he's going to be bringing some stuff from there as well, from Top Dog Comics. And then, so if you get a chance or you're around the area, please make sure you kind of drop by. Christian also, he and I were bouncing ideas around about the Mezco meetup. So he's actually one of the guys that's kind of that had a lot of input in it.
Okay.
Yeah, talking to him about the idea, and we are just like, where do we want to do this? Where do we want to start? Stuff like that. So I was bouncing ideas off of him, and it just didn't happen. I'm hoping that I was hoping he was going to be in New York, but he can't be there for that. So he said he's really going to try to make MegaCon. So if Mezco goes,
that'd be cool. CC's allegedly going to make MegaCon, and our newest neighbor is going to be at MegaCon, I hope, this year.
Yeah.
Mr. Boba.
Sorry, I should have mentioned that. Top Dog is the comic bookshop that Adam works at. Yeah. Ian is not. Oh, he's not going to be there. Okay, so little change of plan. Ian's not going to be there for the photography workshop, but Christian and Adam are going to be handling that. So I hope you guys have a good one. Mezco should just make a line of Vietnam era soldiers to go with Junkyard Joe. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, indeed, I will be at MegaCon. Yes, Boba is here. He is in Florida. So yeah, if you get a chance, you're in Augusta, Georgia, please stop by. Those guys are putting that on. It's always good to support. Talking about some good stuff. Good stuff. If you were from the 1990s to 2006, as the world is burning around us currently, I don't remember any of this stuff entering my mind at all during this era. No. As a kid, as a teenager, or even a young adult, I don't remember sitting there going, what the hell's going to happen today? So we need some interjection of some old retro stuff, because everybody's talking about how they want to change stuff and bring back the old days and everything like that. These are the old days that we need to bring back. Hear me out. Midnight releases.
Yes.
Yeah. You remember that? I remember waiting in line for Star Wars tickets.
Hold on now. Let's go back to the midnight release of Mr. Nosferatu version 2.
That was virtual.
That sucked for me and you. CC was good, but me and you all night. Pulled an all night. We were at the back of the line. CC obviously got lucky. He cheated. He cut in line. Got in, got out. He was out of Best Buy before, or Circus City before any of us were even around the corner.
Yeah. The stick gum and baseball cards pack. Yeah, garbage pail kids, all that stuff. But see, with this, you can see, even though you're waiting in line, you know, the guy behind you, like, hey man, what's up? You might break out a TV and play some, what is that, Nintendo 64?
And people would hold your spot in line and be kind.
Yeah. Yeah, there wouldn't be any fights either, stuff like that, unless you blatantly cut. But I remember I waited in line for Star Wars Phantom Menace tickets. Oh God, that was you know what? It's probably bringing up some bad memories, but it's relatable, right? Really quick. So I waited in line for Star Wars. I got there. I was the 10th person in line, right? The line started wrapping around the movie theater, because remember, this is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
For anybody that doesn't know, Star Wars Phantom Menace, it'd been like, I don't know, like 80 years since they came out with another one. And so we were there waiting in line. The guy came out and he said, okay, everybody, we're going to be handing out tickets and we're going to do a lottery system. And whoever, when your number gets called, you can go buy the ticket. I was like, man, I was in line. I've been in line this whole time. So it was like a Dark Shadow edition Doc Knock. Anyway.
People went to go see Meet Joe Black and then walked out as soon as the preview was over. See Phantom preview trailer. Yeah. That was good stuff.
No smartphones. Physical memory cards.
Yes.
Oh yeah, for your PlayStation. Yeah.
Making room on them, deleting old save files, begging mom to buy you a new one.
Bro, I remember my friend, he had a corrupted card and it messed up all my game saves. I was so pissed, bro.
Oh,
Oh God. Ryan's here. I skipped school and waited in line for Phantom Menace tickets 12 hours. See, you know. And again, I already yeah, dude. And Ryan, again, thank you very much for letting us use part of your show for the conversation tonight. Appreciate it, man. Great interview. Again, I put
yes.
the link in the description. So if you get a chance, highly recommend watching it. It's a very good interview with Ryan Ting. Very, very good.
Yeah, Ryan, thank you for those questions. You asked a lot of good questions. I enjoyed. That was one of my favorite interviews I've seen in the community.
Yeah, it was very good. Mumberries. Remember. Hey, Coyote, how you doing, bro? Let's skim through this. Yeah, lights are on. You go home. This is a big one. There was no TiVo or on-demand shit. This is creepy. This shit's creepy. He looks creepy, bro. Now that I think about it.
No wonder why CC hates clowns.
Yeah.
He had a birthday party there.
World-class snacks. I don't remember this.
What was that? Oh, was that the yogurt kind of like made with the cereal?
Yeah. It looks
I
nasty.
know.
We can skip that. Yo, this right here.
Yep. That's what you knew. That's where you knew where all your friends were.
Yeah. Oh, they over at the house, bro. Let's see here. Was it thanks guys for buffoonery during the line? No, man. Oh gosh. I was gonna talk about it during the section, but that's having Ryan on from Hasbro. So really quick, Ryan Ting, he was I think the global marketing person for Hasbro, and he was recently released. And for him to come on, especially in that close of a time frame from being released from Hasbro, and then also just him explaining all that stuff, that's huge. That's huge for the community. And I keep saying that because a lot of times, we have people that they'll act like they know certain things, whether it's filtered down through either maybe you have a friend that works at the company or maybe you heard something, but to actually get direct information, and have somebody explain some of these things that go on, I think that's huge, man. Huge for the community. I do miss smoking sections. Smoking sections. Did you have birthday parties at McDonald's?
Me? No. God, no. Thank God.
I had. Huh? I'm sorry.
Thank God I didn't. Because it was. Listening, I went to a couple like friends that had them and stuff. I'm like, this is just crazy.
It was bad. I had one in the caboose. Look at this. This told you a lot about somebody. Their CD folder. I didn't have a lot of posters. I had Michael Jordan posters. Oh yeah, holy shoey! This guy hit 50 home runs. Can you believe this? 50 home runs.
Remember that's something going back when they had the home run race between Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire and
no enhancements necessary.
Yeah, no, there were no drugs. That was no PEDs.
Yeah. So this is pretty big. So he's the only Dodger to hit 50 home runs. It's huge, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there was another Dodger. It was him last year.
Yeah.
He also did this pitching a no-hitter through 5 innings. So this dude's pitching and he's hitting. No jokes.
Dude's a stud.
Yeah. I think, doesn't he have like a huge contract?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he's the highest paid baseball player.
Well deserved when you're doing dual duty. I saw this and immediately shot this to you. This is no affiliate linking or anything like that to Big Bad, but damn, they got some good sales. $50. $50 for what is it?
The Vamp, or not the Vamp? The Stinger.
Yeah, the Stinger. $50. I don't know if it's still available or not because I don't know how anybody would not jump on that. And then they got Bat Troopers if you want to do some building. Ritual Goblin. So there's deals out there. We all need to know about deals because everybody's trying to stay afloat with their collecting. Toy news. Let's get to some toy news. Todman returns. Da-na-na-na-na. So I don't think we're interested in this, right? We can skip this stuff right here.
Yeah.
We'll get to the good stuff. Todd continues the streak. It's been what, 2 or 3 years. I don't think he's missed 1 week, probably 1 day without putting a figure out. Props
Dude,
to him.
it's a robot.
He is, geez, but he put out some stuff. This is some stuff. Like I said, we'll skip through this stuff. This is probably the bigger stuff. The Batman Returns figures.
They actually look like, and I'm not a McFarlane guy. Just have enough stuff, and I'm not a movie guy for the most part until recently. But these looked really good. Like I was impressed with what Todd put out for this.
Yeah,
But still,
this is going to be what September 19th. This goes up. What's the average price for figures from him right now?
25 to 30, I would guess.
He's got these. Yeah, these look good. This Catwoman looks good.
Yeah. Would you like Mezco to do one?
I would really like Mezco to redo a Catwoman. I saw Christian. Did you see him? He swapped out Harley's body for. He told me, I have it in my message. But he went through the whole process of him swapping out the body and the head and everything, sewing it back up, and he has her in this like just sitting like one of those glam poses. And I was like, wow. And then we started talking about it, and I said, yeah, I really hope they do a Catwoman. It doesn't matter what it is, animated, a redo of the Catwoman they did before, and I think this would probably be my last pick because
it's the golden age.
Well, you know how there's so much backlash about 89 Batman. I don't know if anybody would. I can see it right now. As soon as they show like something like this, somebody would say, "Oh, it's seamless."
Yeah,
it's a seamless body, and the material is going to break down. So I don't know. I don't know if I'd be on board for that. Like,
I'd like a golden age Catwoman and a modern one. The modern Catwoman is pretty cool looking.
Oh yeah, man.
With like her goggles, the green lens goggles.
I think any version of Catwoman, if it's on that Ghost Spider or Tangerine, kind of, it's the same. But you know what I mean? Like, well, Ghost Spider's smaller, but you know what I mean? Like the same body design.
Yeah.
I definitely think people would jump on that. Maybe a little bit. I'm sorry.
Make it good and flexible, like Ghost Spider. You know.
Yeah. I think that would help a lot. I think you kind of have to. I don't know if I haven't had any problems with mine. I don't know. Did you get it?
Ghost Spider?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had any material breakdown. You saw all the stuff I was doing with her. I wouldn't have a problem with that material. Maybe a little bit less thick because if you're trying to do some of the poses. But I think it would probably have to be reiterated. Hey, this is a seamless body. Hey, because you know how people forget. Thank you, Aaron. He said 30 to 35 is the new price point. So they raised their prices too, huh? Thanks, Sal. Everybody's raising prices. I think it's 35. But yeah, this looks really good. And then they topped it off with 2 more figures.
Christopher Walken.
Needs more cowbell. What is Max Shrek?
Yeah.
He's in it. Man, this is cool, but I don't know. It won't. Excuse me. It won't scale. So
right. That's
this is another one going for the 19th. That's what, 2 more days? 17th. Yeah. So that'll be Walmart and Target. And then they got their gold label one. This is wow.
I can't imagine how big that is because that's a 7-inch figure. I mean, I'm sure he's sitting, but 7-inch scale figure. That thing's got to be tall.
Yeah. I saw a comment on here that somebody said that. Oh, here it is. C-Box said The rumors that McFarlane will stop putting out DC stuff, even if Mattel will still put out stuff. Okay, that's cool. I like his stuff. I mean, I don't collect the figures, but I like the vehicles and stuff like this. This is cool, man. And
Those,
then the penguins.
I like those. I mean, I'm not
Mhm.
gonna buy them, but they look really good.
There's a lot of good sculpting detail in it.
I wonder what are those a 2-pack? Is that what it said?
Let me see. What is it? The Commando Penguins 3-pack.
Oh,
And that's going to be on the 19th too. So lots of good stuff. Batman 2022. Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe somebody in chat can answer this too, because there's times when it seems like it's twice a year. When is Batman Day this year?
I think it was last weekend.
It was?
Yeah, let me look. I thought I saw something where it was like last weekend.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I was like, Batman Day's coming up in Mezco. They're
Oh,
usually
never mind. It's Saturday. I was wrong.
Maybe we'll see something, huh? That would be cool. They
Mezco.
used to be pretty on that. Like they would hit it, like on Batman Day.
Yeah, what could we get for Batman Day this year? Oh, they teased the year 1 Batman.
Maybe Saturday this weekend. So, hey, not saying it's gonna happen, but something to keep in your mind. Like,
Paige is
today's
saying
what?
that Saturday at 1:00. There's going to be a Batman drop on Mezco's website. Be
No,
there.
no. Don't put me in there, man. I had like a whole bunch of CS questions this week. There's guys asking me like, why isn't my stuff shipped yet? I was like, hey man, I have no idea. You should probably message them.
Wait, you don't work there?
No. No.
Dispel that myth and rumor right now. Again.
Mezco should do a 10th anniversary of yes.
That'd be cool.
Yes. Yes. They had teased it a long time ago, but you remember when I went hog wild on those MDX?
Yes. Yes, I do.
So they were supposed to have a Batman and Robin, the Adam West and Burt Ward MDX versions of those.
Oh.
They teased it at show, and then they did like a couple of advertisements and then never got seen again. So I'd love to see them do. I don't know what the licensing rights, how complicated that would be, because Adam West has passed away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Burt Ward still around?
I think, right? I don't know.
I'm gonna ask.
But yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, so lots of possibilities Saturday. That's going to be Batman Day, so you never know, man. Keep an eye out. I'm pretty sure they've been pretty good about advertising. Like today, they put up with the Joker. They put up the time. Usually they don't.
Burt Ward is 80 years old. 80 years young.
So he is still kicking.
Yep.
I don't know why this is doing that, but
you ever hear the stories from all the crazy that was going on backstage?
Yeah.
Too.
I've heard that. All the guest ladies that were on the show, Adam West was just
running through them.
He was the man, evidently.
Slaying.
Yeah, I don't know where my thing is at. Hold on a second. I gotta close this really quick because the window disappeared. So, hold on a second. Let's try and do this again. Charm of the show. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the Mythic Legions 2-pack that went up. Do you want to chat about that while I bring it up?
Yeah, there was a buy it now, so to speak, on Monday at 11 for Otho and an Orc. Otho was one of the first Legions. I know CC was super hyped for that, and then we got hyped when we saw the pictures come out, and I actually should be getting it tomorrow. Like it was a quick ship turnaround too. It's like, is it 110, I think, for the 2-pack. I can look at my order real quick.
Yeah, for both.
Yeah, it was a 2-pack only, and then on Friday for pre-order you can order individually if you don't want Otho or you don't want the orc, or you just but it ended up being the same price if you pre-order. I think they're 55 each. But they came with a lot of accessories, and people were really, really excited for Otho to come back. So he was a pretty rare figure to get now. He was selling for quite a bit on eBay, the original, until this. I'm pretty sure his price went down. So mine was $128.25 shipped.
Nice.
The state of Florida.
Yeah, they did this. I'm hoping that this is at New York. Did they say anything about that?
I didn't see anything where they said they were going to be, if they would have it for sale, but I've been kind of, the socials this week has been pretty busy at work.
Yeah, I'm hoping New York. I hope they got that and a couple other things I'd love to pick up. But yeah, they did the run from the letterhead that they put up. Jeremy's always really good about putting all that stuff. I'm sorry, the Four Horsemen toy design. I'm pretty sure Jeremy's behind it. But yeah, they put it. It was in stock, went out, and then they're gonna do a pre-order later. But this went up. I think it sold out pretty quick. I don't know times or anything like that. And then on October 5th, they're gonna do a pre-order for these again, but they said that they're going to be doing individuals. So if you are like me, and yeah, I know you just mentioned about the one character, he's like really sought after, and
Kyoto said that Otho was 400 and Uzrak was 230.
Oh my god.
Oh, Sawyer wants you to see something, Paige. He's very excited about this guy.
Oh, hold on. Let me, I can't see.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but he's going to bed in a minute and he's pointing and go ahead.
Oh, look at that guy. Pennywise. Just kidding. I know. I do that on purpose, right?
I know.
Nice. You like him, Sawyer?
Yeah.
Nice.
Do
you like the head? Good catch. Good catch. Do you like that light up head?
The bloody one? Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good, bro. Nice, man. I like the pose.
Oh, thanks.
He hasn't seen the movie, has he?
Oh, he's seen him.
Oh, he has?
Yeah, he liked it at Halloween Horror Nights also. Like, it wasn't his favorite haunted house, but he had fun. So, and Art gave Knuckles when we were going through, one of the clowns.
Oh, yeah. Nice, Sawyer. Nice. Thank you, man.
Yeah,
you just added more value to the show, but thank you.
Yeah. Sawyer is a goat on the stream.
He is. Well, yeah, see, there you go, Sawyer. They said you're a goat.
All right, see you, buddy.
Yeah, sure.
Let me. So yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, man. Good. It's good.
He loves that character.
It looks good. I have it in the box. I haven't even opened it, but man, it's cool. Like if he enjoys it, that's good.
Yeah, I let him open it and make sure everything was there and was good. And she's like, "There's a garbage bag. There's this. There's this." He was just so excited. Like, it's been a while since he's been hyped like that. So.
Oh, put a pin in the garbage bag thing. Remember that for later.
Okay.
So yeah, they got this, and then D did a bunch of photos for this. This is really cool.
Yes, man. He shout out to the Toy Paige during that as well.
What?
Did you watch his reviews?
No, I haven't.
He called you on the carpet.
He did what?
He called you out and he said he wanted to do some macro shots like at the Toy Paige of. So, and he credit to the Toy Paige. See, even the big guys give credit to the other big guys.
Nah, he knows how to do that stuff. He's good. That's nice of him, man. He didn't have to do that. Pennywise, you could.
Dude,
everything's intentional.
Did you say you pre-ordered him, or you ordered him, or are you gonna wait for the pre-order
for this?
Yeah, Otho.
No, I was gonna order it, man, and then there was just some things happening. It wasn't like a money thing. I was just like, I haven't even opened any of this stuff yet, and I said I need to I need to, because of this project. And so I was like, I need to kind of like finish this, do that stuff, and then open this stuff. And then when I get to New York, if they have it, I definitely want to pick it up because after these pictures too, they look great, man.
Oh
But
man,
I'm gonna pick this up.
D crushed it. I like that the his braids, they dreads, I don't know if I'm calling it the right hairstyle, but they're you can take them out and you can move them so you can put them in action poses. Like D probably has, I know he was doing it during the video, but you know, you can make it like it's his hair swinging while he's swinging his sword and stuff. It looks really cool.
Oh, so are they individually done or?
No, it's like a big clump.
Oh, so you could just. Oh, how does it work? Is it like a ball?
It's like a plug-in, like here on the Silver Knight, courtesy of Top Dog Comics in Atlanta, Georgia, or near Atlanta. See how the feather comes out like this? This is how his hair will go into his head, but you can also like rotate it so it looks like the wind was blowing, or you know.
Oh, got it.
So yeah, thank you, Adam, for that figure as well.
Yeah, these all look really good. I'll pick this up when it goes. But
yeah, right there you can see, if you go back, see how his hair is up like that, like
yeah,
like windswept.
So it's because it's all spaced out. They're not.
Yeah, and you can rotate like how it fits in the peg hole.
Oh, okay.
Head, so
yeah, that does look good. He did a really good job.
He was talking about all the detailing in the armor and stuff, especially the orc.
Yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to get this. But I was glad when Horseman announced they were going to do separates, single, because this is cool. I don't know enough about the lore to be. Is this an army builder? Because he has other options, right? You can do.
Yeah, the people were talking about that. Like the head, all the different armor or helmets for Otho, and then he has a few heads too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm not going to be army building yet. I mean, I'll army build some Mezcos, but Legions at 55.
I want to get a couple of these just because they look so badass, but it would only be like 2 or 3. I wouldn't go hard on this.
Not like the cops.
No, the cops. I'm gonna get cops.
He's gonna have a whole squadron.
No, I think I want to cap it at maybe 5 or 6, but there's just so much, and I don't know when we're gonna get cops again.
Exactly.
So it's like firefighters. Besides, like a third-party company that's maybe coming on the tail end of it,
right?
I can't think of. Can you think of another company that's done firefighters?
No, or EMS crew would be great.
There's a wrestling on Amazon. There's a wrestling, and they do like referees, and I think they've done like some kind of like EMT guy, but it's one of the ones that are on the show on wrestling. It's a guy. But I don't. There's some things that are just kind of like, when is a company going to do it? There was another company. Remember we were talking about it that was doing, like, what was it? A forest park ranger and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, them. But I just I don't know. Yar. But yeah, this looks cool. Probably get a couple of these, but not as many I would. This looks badass. Jesus.
Yeah. He really captured the action in this guy. Like ready to just wreck shit.
Yeah, this looks good. Talk about Legends really quick. They, thanks to, I think this is coming up. There's some other stuff too, but Paternia doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, Paternia is a great source of information.
Yeah, I like this. This is cool to like have just this graphic of what's coming out. I thought I missed this, and then I actually went to his IG, and I was like, "Ooh, thank God!"
It's
I
next.
don't want to miss out.
Next week.
Yeah, the 25th, Thursday.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Obviously, it's not Target, thank God.
I hope it's not Walmart.
Well, if it was, I think he would have put this on it too. See how from Mysterio? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's got the scroll for New York Comic Con, so I'm pretty sure we'll be in good because this will be, a Pulse or whatever. I definitely want to get this.
And now that you're Pulse Premium.
Yeah, I've been using it too. I actually stopped when I was gonna do my Amazon order. I just wanted to pause and you
Yeah.
save some bucks.
Free shipping and yeah.
But yeah, just letting everybody know, like, if you're cross, line collecting, these are some of the things that are coming alongside of Legion stuff and other stuff that's coming out, McFarlane, all that stuff. Whoa, Joe's.
Yeah.
This is on eBay. Not trying to promote any of that kind of stuff, but we'll promote or at least tell you that Thunderous Superstore, they're the ones that had the packaging and glamour shots of this figure. This looks. So, what do you think about this?
Is this an exclusive to anybody, or is this going to be a general release? Do you know?
I do not know.
I like this figure. I like all the stuff. Like, we discussed it privately, and I agree with what you said. It'd go great with like an Atticus Doom, or I mean, even Crystal. I have Crystal Ball blinged out still, all greened out. I want that figure bad. He looks so good. Just for the accessories is bad. And man, he's loaded.
Yeah, dude, this looks really cool. It's got. I'm not familiar with the storyline with this. It's like it's a Visionaries or it's like what is it? Some kind of hologram shit. But like we talked about, as soon as I saw this stuff, I think it's cool, but multi-use kind of stuff. I was thinking, oh yeah, Atticus.
Think of that Doctor Strange 2-pack too with the dog, the Hound.
Yeah. But I was thinking, yeah, this is something where you have the the animals and the effect pieces you could use for Atticus, Green Lantern.
Oh yeah.
Just different stuff. I'm just trying to justify my habit.
Isn't this will probably be like a $35 figure, I would guess, huh? 35 to 40.
I would think because it's a bigger pack, but then I also saw somebody say, is this Walmart? I don't know.
I hope not.
I'm 90% on Marvel Legends and Hasbro in general. Canceled all my premium long ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I think it's supposed to be Crystal Ball's gang. Oh, well, now I got to get it.
Yeah.
I don't know which photo the collector was talking about. He said one of these photos is like really funny. Is it this one? This is like Visionaries or kind of like Beast Wars kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a bigger pack. So whatever, Law and Order was. I know you don't want to pay $99. That's what the other one is. I can even clip that. But there's also this 2-pack. People are getting this in hand over there. Short fuse. Yeah, this looks cool.
You getting this one?
Yeah, I'll get this just because it's troops,
Yeah, and it's nostalgia. I mean, they were like a couple of the first Joes.
Yeah, some of it looks like Ghostbuster accessories. Yeah, it's the Howling at the Moon one. Oh, hold on, let's go back just for him. Howling at the Moon one. Oh, this one. It is very American Werewolf in London. Yeah, they got this 2-pack coming out again. Trying to give everybody a little bit of a heads up with all these things. As you can see, across a bunch of lines, this stuff's already coming out. So if you have any of this stuff, be prepared. Looks like this will be available Friday, September 19th.
Oh, tomorrow. Shit, Target. Okay.
No, it should be Friday, right? Today's 17th.
Yeah, today's. Sorry, I was thinking today's Thursday.
You got some time. Friday's check day. But if this is the Target Geek Out stuff, he says plan accordingly. This is Jeremy from the Pit group.
Yeah, Preternia usually is pretty good about listing, like throwing a link up to get
it. If the Covert Desert Scorpion was $47 at Greenville, yeah, I agree.
I forgot how much I paid for that.
Yeah, it'll be within that thing. Yeah, got some jokes. New York State of Mind. All right, here we go. Mezco. This is what people come here for. That's what you do. You weed out all the people that aren't here for that, and then you hit them with this stuff. So, we talked about this before. Tabulated all the votes and everything like that. Talked to a couple of venues and stuff. So if you're going to New York Comic Con this year on Friday, October 10th, at 8:30 at the American Whiskey. That's where the Mezco meetup is going to be this year. Okay. If you're wondering how far that is from the Javits Center, I was looking at it. I think I'm not a New Yorker. I think it's probably a 15-minute walk. It looked like it was probably 3 or 4 blocks down. Not far at all, because I don't want to walk far. So address is on here. Again, it'll be Friday. Is it Friday or is it Saturday? Yeah, it's Friday. I believe it's Friday. Let me double check. Yep, Friday the 10th. Most people wanted Friday and then start thinking about it in Saturday, Con City. It would be really busy. Also, really quick, just so you know, this is still a little tentative because I am at the booth and helping them out and stuff. And so if there's something that happens with that and they say Friday we're supposed to be doing something, I'll make sure that as soon as I get there, I figure out what's going on, and that way we can solidify this date. But for right now, this is the date, time, and the place we're going to go. If you have any questions, just message me. And that's it for that.
We're gonna do one in Orlando, right?
Hmm?
We're gonna do one in Orlando too, right?
If they go, well, you know what? Even if they don't go, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Even if Mezco doesn't go, we'll do a meetup for MegaCon. Because you can just use iDrive and have people meet up. And I think most people that were Georgia and Florida, they were like, we'll just do that. So yeah. Man Beast Boy says 20 minutes, he'd say. So thank you. But yeah, it's really close. And as we get closer to New York and everything's confirmed, I'll make sure I put out more information. But it's really cool. You get to meet other people that are collectors. And the last one we had, it wasn't just Mezco collectors. It was just people that were attending the con. You know, people always try to find ways to like hang out and do stuff. And this place has drinks. It has food. So if you can't stand somebody, you can drink. If you don't want to talk to somebody, you can eat. So you'll be good. Oh, he said, oh, my bad. Thought it was on 50th. 15 minutes. Yeah. Make an absolute Batman. We don't have one yet. Ooh, okay. So yeah, if you're there, be cool to see you. Again, if you have questions, just hit me up. You're gonna be there, right, MC?
New York?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we can make it this year. Like, I didn't really plan for it enough, and with the promotion thing, I'm kind of tied into work right now. So,
Well, screw it. It's canceled. Just
yeah,
kidding.
that's it.
Yeah.
No drinks for anybody.
None. I did that last time. I think it was like the first couple people that showed up. I bought them drinks.
Aw, that was nice of you.
Well, you got to do stuff to bribe people to like you, you know. So.
Yeah.
That guy's not an asshole. So Down Under DP. This is courtesy of the other Mezco group, so 112 Collectors Group. And this is a glitch again. Dun, 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 dun. Please do not.
I'm glad you're at the hospital page, by the way. Remember last week somebody asked if you were in the hospital?
I'm in the garage right now. It's kind of like thing. I just take blankets and I just throw them up there.
Backdrops.
Yeah. So yeah, other Mezco group. This was credit to Joey Valdez Jr. And before anybody starts freaking out about they're shipping Deadpool right now, why haven't I received my other figures since this one's shipping out right now? And other 5 or 6 things I've seen. This is in Australia. From what I gathered from him and a couple of other people, this is actually released over there right now in Australia, and he got it from Pop Chulia. Got it in hand. I have not seen any pictures or video of this.
He did do a video. I saw it was like a real kind of like where he just showed like all the accessory. It was like a
Oh yeah. My bad. How would you think?
It needs to hurry up and come in the United States already.
Hey, Han, how you doing, man? How is Australia getting everything first? It happens from time to time. Like I've seen stuff release over in Shanghai first. I would say if you're interested in any of that stuff, we've covered it on the show before too. But all these companies are trying to figure out different ways to reduce the cost of tariffs and shipping and stuff like that. And you know, some things get to other places first, but this isn't the first time that this has happened.
Yeah, they got Crab Louie, the new Crab Louie first too.
I think that was, yeah, I think it was,
Crab Louie.
yeah. I think that was a factory steal on that one. But again, with all the stuff that we've already covered, and this is just prepping you because if you know all that stuff is coming from the other toy lines, and you know that Deadpool is out there in the ether right now, as well as the next figure that we'll be talking about. You're got to mentally prepare and financially prepare for some of this stuff. Also remember, just like I showed you before, New York is coming up. I'm pretty sure that they're going to have an exclusive, maybe two. You never know. Last year they had two. So just trying to prep everybody because right now everybody needs as much information and prep time as they can to be able to keep up with some of this stuff. Was it? Well, it's close to Asia. I missed the markets. It looks great. Yeah, and dude, I'm telling you, I only messed with a prototype version of this figure, but damn, this thing was badass.
You like it a lot better than the original Deadpool?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I had to handle it with kid gloves because you know it wasn't complete. I didn't mess with this feature that much. I think this is a really cool feature.
Yeah.
Oh, there was somebody that said, and I'm pretty sure he probably showed in the video too, but as you can see, they didn't really advertise the weapons part, the deagles, but they're there. You know, he has the guns. They showed that in the video, and then also on the floor model, they had it as well. I don't remember this coffee mug.
Me neither. I don't remember that part of the original solicit.
I don't either. I have to go back and look at it. And then the katana swords, I remember when they originally came out, there was some stuff about how this version didn't look like the movie version because you have to remember, Ryan had mentioned this too. There was a nice little segment where they talked about the Marvel Legends. You remember in Endgame with the suits?
Yeah, the prototypes and getting concept art.
Yeah. So you got to remember that movie dropped when they revealed this at San Diego the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, sorry, I was reading some comments. And so you're only getting certain concept art that, and you know how tight-lipped they were about this movie as it was.
Mm-hmm.
And so some of that stuff, I could have swore, I have to look at the original solicitation, but I thought that there was there a kid pool? Maybe not.
No, I think that was Hot Toys that threw the kid pool out with its big order.
Yeah. But this here, I remember first of all, like some of the accents, they weren't gold, like on the katana sword. I thought they were gonna do gold with the deagles, you know, but I mean, I guess that's kind of like end of movie specific. But anyway, they did throw some extra stuff in there that I didn't see from before. So, but this is cool, man. I'm really excited to get the final version.
Yeah, he looks good.
You got this right?
Oh yeah.
Did you do Wolverine too or no?
Yep. I keep being a liar and saying I'm not into movie figs, but I got these and a couple other movie figs.
That's not my thumb.
Those look like very good. I didn't think I'd get another Wolverine after that steel box Wolverine that we got, or the definitive Wolverine that we got with a box.
Yeah, he's kind of like, I don't know. I unless you're like a Legends collector, he's kind of, for a Mezco collector, he's pretty good. You know?
Yeah.
He said he already paid for it, send it. Let's see here. Just catching up with some of this stuff. The black and white team NT is the only thing we should fear being. Yeah, God, that would suck.
Could you imagine? Or if they just drop, like they dropped like red band, just all red headbands.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this last thing at San Diego.
The movie
the-
turtle.
no, the whole Dark Shadow edition of Doc Knot. Like I was telling you, man, we were all talking about it the whole time. You know, what could be done better and stuff like that. I think they're gonna. I think they may have kind of learned from that. And they're like, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
worth the hassle.
Yeah, I mean, I get the idea of a con exclusive for those that go there and stuff, but I like maybe have it for sale there and then put it up for pre-order after, or something, or pre-order,
Yeah.
like build the buzz around it and throw it up for pre-order that way.
Mhm. Oh, Coyote got me back on track. Yeah, so they get the, like, just like Ryan Ting explained in that interview, they get those concept arts, and you never know where they are with that or how closely guarded they want that. Maybe they gave a certain version of it, and if you're putting something into production and you're just going by that concept art, and then all of a sudden they make a change and go, yeah, you know what? We decided to give them Gold Desert Eagles. You're like, "Huh." So yeah, that's one of the little things with movie figures. I think that's what happened with this one. They actually, there were some changes because I remember what it looked like when they showed it. Captain Aussie. This is another one that was showing up in Australia. Again, this is in Australia. So when you see this, it says Captain is shipped. It means it's shipped to them. I thought I saw something in the group tonight where somebody said they got tracking for this already, but I didn't have to.
I'm
Did you
excited.
see? Did you see him?
I do think I saw somebody write. So Captain America is shipping now or something.
Mhm. They can drop that set whenever they want. It's a sellout for me. Yeah, it would be cool to have a TMNT set like that. I don't know if I'd want it to be an in person only exclusive. You'd piss off a lot of TMNT fans. Coyote said, "This cap looks great." Do you remember when everybody was complaining about the shorts?
Yeah.
God, dude.
Booty shorts.
Oh yeah, and the shorts look different than they do on this one. But I do know that I think this is Joey. Again, at least that's what I saw on the other one. So he did a video on this. I saw that he did a height comparison video with some of the other captains from Mezco and some other lines, and then also he started doing some mods on this too. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
I think he took the shorts off and he took the belt off and swapped it out with something else.
Yeah, I remember him saying, like in his little review video, that he didn't like the belt too much, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Or the review images.
Yeah. Hashtag short gates. Yeah. I don't do that. I don't understand it. Cycle always keeps repeating. Just like it did today with this Joker. I saw some jokers saying some certain things. I'm like, we just still haven't learned, right? This is just the solicitation photos. But yeah. So Cap, again, if Deadpool and Cap are starting to ship other places, that means mentally for me, I load that up and say, okay, these are coming,
Mm-hmm.
even though I already paid for them in full already. Such a good feeling. So you got that, and then this. So I saw a couple of posts, and some people were asking questions about this. So way back in July,
Mm-hmm.
way back in July, I had mentioned this before. We opened a comic up, and in the Agent 40, I'm sorry, 47. I don't know why. Agent 75. In that in that comic, there was a QR code. You scan that QR code, and it would take you to this little advertisement, and it was coming soon. Okay. And if you clicked it again, there was a countdown that was starting. Also put this on Instagram a while back, July 23rd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nick did a really good job. Thank you, Nick, of a refresher. You know, oh, hey, it's getting closer because the countdown was going down. And then, so originally, when this first went up, because we were all there, and I took I scanned it, and I took a screenshot of it, and the days are like, it's astronomical. What it did was it worked out to next year, and then it got adjusted, and it was going to be like a Black Friday thing. That's the date. I don't know when Black Friday is right now, but one of the things that I saw, see, Nick said, hey, don't forget it. But this is the countdown. So one of the things that happened with this is this countdown, because I know nobody cares and nobody's a nerd about this stuff. This countdown clock has changed probably 3 or 4 times. Because you've seen like 2 of the original ones that I sent you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So those dates, they have changed probably 2 or 3 times. Currently, if you get on there, this date is around like, I think like 75 or 76. If you wheel that out, and here's another thing, because this might cause some confusion. If you put those dates in, you got to wait until after 1 p.m. because it's going to, the way the hours work, it's going to add a day. If you wait till after that and you put this up, it's going to come out currently with the remaining amount of days. It's going to come out to November 30th. Right? If you go back to a comment I made probably about a week ago, it was going to come out December 1st. So again, take this counter with a grain of salt until it goes down a little bit. But just to let you know, give you a little bit of heads up, keep an eye on it, but take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, they are going to start ready now. Steve says 74. So let's do a little, here. So you know how like I get a lot of flack for, the business days and that's the wrong day and stuff like that. Let's give people a little, cheat sheet. Let's pull the curtain back and do a little magic. Right? I think I've shown this before, haven't I? Really quick. Let's minus this down a little bit. All right. So here's the thing. Let's get rid of this really quick. Anybody can do this. The reason why I'm showing you this is so like you can also check this counter if you want. And then also you can do this this is what I use for counting out business days, all those things. Okay. This will help you out. And that way, when you come back, you can say, Paige, you're wrong. It's this. Because I'm using your own magic on you. And then you'll feel better about yourself. So this is can you see it?
I see us.
That's bull crap.
There we go.
Is it coming up?
Yep.
So yeah. So this is the date and time calculator. I used to love using this when I was in the military because we used to have to wheel out disqualification days for people. But what you can do is it has a bunch of little options. You can add days, count days, all that stuff, right? So you'll just go to this tab, it says count days, right? What's today's date?
September 17th, 2025.
2025? All right, so you go. So, all right, so add days. I know you say count days, right? So we'll just put, look at this, so easy, today, right? Right? And then how many days? I will go back, but this will give you an idea. I think it's 75. Don't quote me on it, all right? But let's say 75, right? Boom. Calculate the date, and then booyah. Right there. I don't think it's 75. I think it's 74. But anyway, you get the gist of what I'm trying to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody scan it and look at it and see if it says it.
I
The
don't have
counter may change due to the shipping, is what you're saying? No, this counter, the counter that's up. Can you send me the link to that? I want to see what it is.
the calendar. I don't have the QR code in front of me.
Oh yeah, I think it's 74. But anyway, so this counter is the countdown for, I guess, whenever this is going to be revealed. That's what the counter is for.
Steve Morrow said 74 days and 16 hours.
74 days, 16 hours, right? So yeah. So there's another one I use that does hours and stuff too. It's kind of nerdy, but anyway. But 74, right? Calculate date. Boom. November 30th. Okay? Because you're past 1 o'clock. I know it's a nerd shit, but anyway. But this will give you the date. You can check this and count this, but that will give you the date. Don't include business days.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
This will tell you what it is. And I've been keeping an eye on this for a little bit too. Like I said, this has changed a little bit. So take that calendar with a grain of salt. Once it probably gets a little closer, I don't know, 20 days, I would kind of take it a little bit more seriously. But I have screenshots on my phone of when it was, I forgot the number. It was like something like 102 days or something like that. But just to give you a little bit of a heads up. Thank you very much, Steve, for the correct date. So currently, November 30th. And like I said, this countdown clock, I am assuming, is the countdown clock for when this will be revealed or put up for pre-order. I don't know.
Apparently, he's going to be a popular figure, huh?
Yeah, but I think they would probably learn from this too, like with the last one.
Yeah, was that like a 500 figure release or something crazy? Like
Yeah, it was very, and then what was funny is everybody was, when it went up, I remember in the comments, everybody was like, this is just a kit bash of this figure, this figure, this figure.
that?
And then somebody's like, oh, there's only 500. And it was like, and it was gone. Everybody's like, I didn't even get a chance to get it. Yeah.
You snooze.
I highly doubt that they would set up a pre-order on Sunday. Monday, December 1st is probably more likely. This is true. That's why I said don't go by the counter, because it's Sunday. And if you also go by that it would be Monday, I've seen people say that this is supposed to be December 2nd. So you know what I mean? Take this with a grain of salt. Because like I've said before, the counter has changed from what I've noticed at least 4 to 5 times. So wait till it gets a little bit closer to the date, 20, 15 days, and then start looking at it a little bit more. But right now, take it with a grain of salt. I just earmarked the info and the information next to his operation. Thank you. You guy. But yeah, Senor Blanco, grain of salt. Any questions? No? Date calculator. It's your friend. Use it. Enough nerd shit. Let's talk about toys. Are you getting this when it comes out?
Senor Blanco?
Yeah.
Pass. Trash. It's trash.
What?
Start looking at it. Of course I'm going to get it.
Did you get the other one?
No, it's the one that got away still. I'll get it eventually. Play the long game, like CC said.
Mm-hmm.
The bubble is coming.
Mm-hmm. R.I.P. to CC.
Yeah.
CC.
COVID.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See? Look at this. See? 80 days. But anyway, I should have just shown that. But anyway.
I'm definitely, like I don't miss very many Mezcos. Like there's a few that I passed on, of course, but Rumble Society I always get.
Mm-hmm.
Tend to get 1 or 2 to help. Sometimes 2, just depending, and help somebody out, like a friend or something if they missed it. So.
Oh yeah. See, that's why I showed this, because I was like, here, you see this? Boom. See, 80, 43. But anyway. And then it was December 1st, and then I did something else, and then this was another time, it was 79. It was afterward forward, and then it was November 7:30. That's what I was telling you, just kind of. But anyway, let's talk about toys. Pre-order went up. Pre-order for Joker. That went up today. Really cool, because you remember on the show we were talking about this. You know, it said, "Oh, Deadpool." Wait a minute. God, I forgot which one came first. Well, Deadpool and Wolverine, remember that? And it was a month. This one was a lot quicker. Took 2 weeks. What are your thoughts?
Looks amazing. I'm excited. This is, I don't know, it's my favorite Batman movie series, so I'm all in. Another movie figure that I said that I don't collect, and here I am buying another one. Yeah, the face sculpts are so. You know, I've read the comments and stuff, and I'm going with what it Flix or Felix or whatever that one is. But then I saw the counter argument that the head sculpts for this look so much better.
Yeah, I
Again,
still don't get
yeah.
the. I still don't. Yeah, I still don't get the whole comparing something when it's not even out yet kind of thing.
Right.
But hey, man, I guess people need reasons to justify a purchase or not buying something or just comparing. And somebody had mentioned something about this, and again, I tried to say something. Somebody was like, "Yeah, I'll get this, and I'll pair it with my in-art version." And I was like, "It's not going to fit, man. It's not going
Yeah.
to scale."
You can have
And
a
he's
micro-sized Batman to pair with in art.
yeah, and that's something I don't. You know, if it's like a background character or something, I get.
Right.
You know, force perspective. You know, like let's say worst case scenario, you wanted to have that Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to fudge it. It still would suck if you wanted to have them like close together. But most of the time, you're gonna have those two on even plane, and it just doesn't look right.
Right.
Mezco figures are way taller. I mean, it's like a half inch. It's like this.
Yeah, there's a big difference between a McFarlane and a Mezco. I mean, I do have a couple of McFarlane floating around, but it's mostly the villains, you know, like a Killer Croc or something, you know.
Uh-huh. What if the countdown clock is nothing and the date you think it will change and it will be earlier than it? That's, yeah, Adam, I don't know when you came into the conversation, but that's why I was telling people just take that counter with a grain of salt until it gets closer to whatever the time it is, you know? Once it gets to like 15 days, 10 days, 10, 20 to whatever, that's when I would start taking it seriously because I've already seen it adjust 4 to 5 times already. So just kind of grain of salt. Remember, I played the long. Oh, yeah, he's talking about that. Yeah. And even though I've seen this thing, and to jump back at this, even though I've seen this thing in person, and am I on the Mezco thing? There we go. Yeah. Even though I've seen this thing in person, those are still prototype. Those are still prototype head sculpts. You know, so even I'm like, okay, I'm not going to compare this to something else. But yeah, these look cool. Oh, quick question.
Yes.
What's your favorite Heath Ledger scene?
Brokeback Mountain.
No, through this.
Okay.
Because I was looking at this and I'm like, they nailed all these scenes pretty
yeah.
well.
Man, I really like the pencil scene just because, and I know it's not shown in here, but you know, just how dark and crazy he is by the whole magic trick. And then I like the with all the money and he's like pouring the gas on him and stuff. Like I like that those are,
Oh yeah.
that's just like two really insane moments with him where he's just sadistic, and he did such a, he's such a great actor. It's too bad that, you know, he's gone because it'd have been great to see him do a follow-up role, and he's a really good actor. So
I heard they were supposed to do it with the third movie.
yeah.
Wonder what base body he's using for the Mezco Joker. I don't know because I'll show this really quick. So something really interesting about this is that, so if you read the spec sheets for this stuff, it said it had 30 points of articulation, so that's good. I mean, that pretty much means more than likely we'll have the double jointed elbows and knees and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
it looks like they're just heads. It's not head and neck. You know.
Yep.
So that's good. But this body, I wanted to point this out because one of the things that collectors bring up, Mezco collectors bring up, and it's a valid like critique is usually like when you start layering a bunch of soft goods, the figures start getting bulky and the movement's a little bit more restricted. And so with this, and again, I know this is a prototype. I don't know where it is in the development, but you could like see how they did this because these layers on him, in my opinion, like they're it's a little like bulky there, but the layers on some of the other ones, it just looks like that. See how it's slendered down?
Yeah.
That's I think that has to do with the material for one, because we saw that with the new Gangsters Inc. figure,
What a great figure that is too.
Yeah. Earlier stuff like Wick was one of them. It'd be a comparable thing to this because same thing, overcoat, kind of like an overcoat or jacket, vest, shirt, same thing like here. And Wick, partly because of the body, but then also because of the layers of clothing, it was a little bit harder to get him in some of those like poses and stuff because of the layers. So, I mean, that's something that I noticed with this that was really cool. And I know a lot of people are going to compare this. What is it? Like the screen. Oh, for favorite scene. Yeah, I like that one too.
He just owned every scene he was in.
He was a scene stealer, man. Like right from the opening of that movie.
Just dominated everything.
Yeah.
Good.
Exactly. I'm on the fence. I was reading the next comment. Yes, exactly. Buy what you like, because I need something that scales with the other figures I have. I don't want to have that kind of scaling kind of thing. The Flix Toys version feels. Oh, how much did that one cost? The Flix version.
I assume less than 100. I don't. I never even. It was never even on the radar for me, honestly. Like I remember seeing it.
Yeah.
Advertised and a few people taking shots of it, but it's just I don't like third party things very much. Not even third party,
Yeah, I try to be open to it, but like I don't know. And I've seen some really good ones. I think it's good in terms of like competition.
Right.
Like people like to bring that part about it up, and I think it's good. I think it pushes both companies to be able to do stuff.
I think more it like would kind of, I don't want to say piss me off, but damn it, I already, like I have this version and now Mezco's coming out with it. You know what I mean? Like it's like, now what do? I already got what I thought was the definitive figure. Now I need to get another scale or get another. So that's why I'd rather just be patient.
I think that's like the biggest misstep for collectors is like there are people like to label, not the better thing, but try to like they're looking for this like definitive or perfect figure, and it's not going to happen because to be honest with you, I mean, how fast they're putting out figures and how fast the tech has been developed, they're always going to have a figure that's better than the other one. Like, yeah, Flix just came out with their version, but Mezco's is coming out afterwards. I'm pretty sure from a competition lens, they looked at it and said, okay, these are the things that they did, and these are some things that we think we could do that would probably improve upon, right?
Yeah.
And it's like that with all toy companies. They all look at each other and go, okay, how do we raise the bar for ourselves and then also, for our, collectors and customers. So it's you're never, and if you do get that perfect figure that ticks all these boxes for you, it's only gonna last like maybe a year. Unless it's the Rebel Tech Turtles, right? Just kidding. Let's leave the gray suit and the purple suit. Flix cheated a little bit and made it sleeveless. Yeah, see, and then like, and they have theirs where you can actually see it. Definitely jail scene combo with Batman. Yeah, it was really good.
Another great one. There's so many good moments. I should rewatch this series again.
Dude, it's good, man. It's really
Mhm.
good. I'm sure we'll get a Break Barber version. I think that might depend on how well this does, but I I, I saw somebody say, "Do you want to see a nurse version of this?"
I think that'd be awesome. I mean, like, give us a Harvey Dent also. You know, like I think that'd be
Oh, like an
two.
Aaron Eckhart version?
Yes, I mean, I know that that the first Two Face that we got is really good. You know, it's
Yeah,
got the old head neck combo, but give us this, like that. I think that'd be great with Aaron Eckhart. You know, they could really mangle his face up better with now the paint apps and the sculpting they have now.
yeah,
And like actually, I'm sure they could do something where they char the suit, or like remember like with Gotham by Gaslight Joker. You know how like the pants were like dirty and they had that different feel in the material. They could like do something to material to like kind of scorch it, give it that burnt feel to it.
yeah. Like how they were a little bit frayed and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's yeah. I tell you what, if they did do a Joker nurse, it
I'd
would
be all over it.
it would definitely be something that like stands out and that would be unique.
Mm-hmm.
Have they made one? Not Mezco, but has any other company made one?
I will ask the Googles unless somebody else in the chat is faster.
I really hope we get another version of this Joker. Bank robber, yeah, that would be cool. Police, that would be cool because you could get police.
They did a statue,
Yeah,
which yes, I figure just some customs that I see.
yeah. Nurse outfit would be reused for yes, that's a very good idea.
Reuse for. Sorry, I'm looking.
The nurses from the Gomez 75.
Oh
There's
yeah,
a couple panels in there.
yeah.
Raj Al Ghul. Oh yeah, like the Liam Neeson version. When DCU recast Joker, we'll be buying Mezco Moffics. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. There's a shelf life for I guess this perfect figure or the definitive figure that everybody keeps saying that they're the things that would make it definitive. It's gonna keep improving, man. It's you're not gonna do it, and then you're only
That's
gonna have it for so long.
yeah, and that's why I don't like movie figures that much because always getting recast or rebooted. You know, like look at we've had Jared Leto, had Heath Ledger, we've had was it that Barry, what's his name, Barry Conniger or whatever. He was in Eternals. Who,
Yeah, he's the supposed to be the new
Joker.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
So price point didn't change with this, so I think it's fairly safe to assume because of IP and because of license, maybe that 116 is probably going to be our standard pricing going forward.
yeah.
I'm just assuming, but
But
um
you can complain about $4 more. I mean, like compared to how far Legends have jumped up in the last couple of years.
yeah, it's I think I was talking to Ann about that. She was like, "Why?" 'Cause I was rewatching the 3POA podcast, and she was like, "Why is everybody complaining about the price?" And I go, because when it started out it was 19.99 and moved up to whatever, and then 24, and then now it's 27. And she's like, "It's a couple dollars." I go, "Yeah, but if you're buying a bunch, there's waves, and
That
that
sucks.
adds up."
That's the
Uh,
so long.
yeah. Um, so do we want to talk about community feedback with this? It wasn't that much, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it
The
was
things
pretty
I. Mhm.
mild. I felt.
What was something that you heard or you saw?
I just, like people were talking about the flicks or feel it, whatever they call it version, and then a lot of people like stood up and said, no, these HUD sculpts are superior to that. So
Yeah, but they're not out yet.
I know we're looking
Yeah,
at.
yeah. I gotta. I mean, even it works both ways. These are cool, and I like this one. I'm really interested in seeing this one in hand. This one is like that.
Yeah, I saw mostly positive things like instant buy. I know. Saw a few passes. I don't remember. I didn't read all the comments. Obviously, I didn't have much time, but I didn't. Nothing glaringly negative stood out to me.
Yeah, and that was cool to see. Like it just, even if it was like critiquing stuff, it's cool. Like it didn't seem like I said in the beginning it was that bad. I did see somebody mention something about the hands with this.
Oh, somebody wanted bare hands. I saw that.
Yeah, and I was trying to think. I go, well, you know, is that because
I think that's
especially in this scene right here.
the jail scene. Maybe is that where the only time he was like truly barehanded?
Well, the interrogation scene right
Yeah.
here, and then also in the cell scene where he's here. Is it up? Oh,
No, we
is it?
just have the the bomb scene, like where the grenades in his jacket.
Okay, so yeah, I was flipping through. So yeah, here where in the interrogation scene he had hands, you know, because he's like that. Is it showing up? Yeah. And then also in this jail scene right here when he was doing the clap, you could see his hands because he's like that.
Yeah,
So I get it, but to me it's like I don't know. There's other figures that
have bare hands that you can. Yeah, because it's not like they're painted white.
well that I mean that would have been something I guess that you could say as a nice like little detail, but I saw people saying like they wanted like a bank robber mask, a pencil, regular hands, a lamp.
Oh, bazooka, I
So,
think somebody said or something, but nothing.
yeah, a wallet chain. I guess that's part of like when does it end? You
Yeah.
know, because you could be like, oh, I wanted the interrogation table with the chair. You
Oh yeah, I
know,
saw somebody say that. Like,
I wanted the cracked
I,
glass that Batman put him through. You know, I want the
no,
bags of money from the bank. You know, I want the
diorama
pool.
pieces.
Yeah, I wanted a body bag pin in it. You remember when I was telling you about the body bag?
Yeah, the garbage.
The garbage bag. Yeah, you could use that from Pennywise. Art the Con. I mean, there's just there's so many like things that you what is it? The video, the champagne with the flutes when he's drinking. I mean, there's just so many things. It gets to a point where it's like it's never gonna be you're never gonna have enough accessories, or there's gonna be something missing that you
Mhm.
want from the movie. And I don't know. I started looking at most of this stuff and going, okay, this is what I got for it because I'm pretty sure, like Ryan Ting said in the interview when they were talking about accessories and build a figure pieces and everything like that.
Mhm.
Um, one of the things he said is like, we can do that. He said, but are is your customer base going to be willing to pay for that?
Mhm.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot that goes into it, like packaging and stuff like that. How much stuff they can get in there, and who knows? Maybe it opens up the door for them to do another version. Maybe you get the bank robber version that has some of these other things. You
Mhm.
never know. I'm just happy they're doing it. It's cool. I don't want to like nitpick it. What was it? There was so much exposed in that building. It didn't want to have a cell phone on. You walk through the bear and cigarette. Oh, was that the bus explosion scene where he's like,
The
because they
nurse.
put that in there. I thought that was cool. Like these accessories that they have. So you got the pool cue, you got the card. Here's my card. It looks like they got the swap out for the shoe.
Yep.
You got your knives, a bunch of them. Pool cues. I like this gun. I always like that gun. Especially when you walk out, he's like, he's tripping around.
Yep. Some grenades.
And then they threw this in here. What do you think about this?
Interesting. I was not expecting this cell. Would they call it, a cell or something? Or
It's a frosted thing, so you can do that. Again,
scene?
again, if you know that this has been done before, maybe another company did it. I couldn't remember, but I thought this was cool. I can see where somebody might say, I would rather have them either space or accessory count wise, maybe swap this out and then do one of the ideas like people said, like the bazooka or something like that, or the mask. Can they add head sculpts to figures? People, yeah, that's another kind of sales thing that companies do. Riddler. Yeah, I thought this was cool. Why so serious in the frame was a nice touch. I should have shown into that. Yeah, I think this is cool, bro.
Yeah.
But I guess you can say my standards aren't that super high. I'm not too picky.
Hmm.
But yeah, Frosted Cream, you can. I'm wondering how many times we're going to see this shot.
Once.
Everybody's going to do it. Whoever gets it first, you better hurry up and shoot that really quick. It was such a great poster reveal. Yeah, it was. And you'll be able to do like different. Maybe people will like look at that, and you know how they have the one where he's always like doing this on the
Yeah.
front. Maybe people will be more creative and like they'll do stuff like different kind of, alternate posters. That would be cool. But anyway, we got this. This is coming out next year, April, June-ish, 116. Any thoughts? Anything else?
Easy buy.
Yeah.
Paid for already. Thank you, PayPal.
This is a great point. There's plenty of third-party. Am I covering your face?
No, I'm there. It's okay. It's ugly face.
Oops, you're over there now. Get back over there. Get back over there. There we go. Now you're not being it. There's plenty of third-party accessories you can match this Joker with if you want tables and stuff like that. Yeah, there's like all sorts of stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I'm not too hard up on that. Like if something missing, because once you start getting into that, somebody is gonna say, yeah, they could have put the bazooka in there. No, I wanted this. I think it's a good offering, but that's just me. Whatever. Okay. I don't think there's anything else. Did I see anything else? Oh yeah, really quick. I will point this out. Hold on, let's get off of here. One thing that I did see somebody mentioned, and this is just another reason why remember all this stuff is prototype stuff. You don't know you don't know what they have planned. Sometimes they stick in stuff later. Sometimes things are still getting approved. You never know. I don't know if you saw this, but somebody mentioned something about the watch chain, the
Mhm.
gold chain and stuff. It's a good observation. I saw a couple people actually mention it. You don't really see it in the promo images, right? I didn't see it. Did you?
No,
Especially here with like the vest.
but it could be later.
Could be. You never know. You never know. But don't be so quick to jump on stuff. You never know. Oh, I did take pictures of this while I was there. Uh, this is an early prototype, but I really felt like this gave you an idea of like the detail in the sculpt and the paint apps and stuff like that. Behind the glass or behind the scenes kind of thing. Um, this thing is cool because these layers of clothes, like I was talking about earlier, each one of them comes off, so you're gonna have multiple looks. Uh, the paint, I don't know how to describe it, but at least on this prototype version, it it seemed like they were able to capture. You remember how they were talking about in Nolan was talking about how he would do his own makeup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it comes across in this photo or not, but there's certain parts where it does look like that. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? No.
No, it makes sense.
McFarlane jail room playset could work with these. Now I got to get on eBay.
Are you talking about the? Is he talking about the Walking Dead one?
I don't know. I think they did a. I've seen a lot of people make a diorama of this. Uh, but yeah, the material was kind of like what was Sparky and stuff like that, except for this jacket. But it was pretty cool. Oh, maybe this will show it. I wish I could zoom in more, but you'll see what I mean. Like here, and then you got your head neck combo. Take that with a grain of salt too, because that wasn't finished yet. But you remember we were talking about the gold chain and stuff like that, or watch chain?
Could be.
Right there, see it? You see it?
Is it there? I can't see. It's dark.
Come on, dude. I put it out. Yeah, bad angle. How about this one?
There it is.
There it is. The
Haters.
internet never forgets. Again,
Haters.
prototype.
Haters.
Yeah, you know. That's what I'm saying. Don't be so quick to jump and try to find something wrong. Wait until stuff starts coming out. You don't even know if this is going to be on the final version because it's not on the product sheet. But again, maybe there's something that they're trying to, approve, or maybe something doesn't work for a figure. But don't find things because you'll get stuff like this. Some guy's sitting at home right now. Oh yeah, well wait until it releases page and it doesn't come with that. Fucking episode 228, 140. I just gave you the time.
Time stamped in advance.
I did on my own self.
Future troll.
I know you're trolling yourself. See the ting of it ease. I couldn't think of anything else for this title. I cannot get enough of this.
Oh, your spelling error.
I know, right? It's all coming together. All coming together. Everything's intentional. So, again, if you haven't gone to see this, because you said you watched it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you haven't, I highly recommend you see this. This is the 3POA podcast. It's the Real Toy Industries with Ryan Ting interview. There's a link in the description below. You can click that. There's also, I think I put it at last, but he's been doing a great job of splicing the content and taking little segments. So I think there's an Engine of Vengeance segment that's a 10-minute conversation that kind of goes over some of that. I did put it there. Good job, Paige. Why Toy Biz did it better. What wasn't fair. Former Hasbro employee. What did you think about this? Like, what were some things that like stuck out to you about this?
I like when they talked about some of the HasLab projects that they were kicking around at the time of the Engine of Vengeance. That was really cool. I like how they talked about how many parts are actually involved with Hasbro. You have Disney, you have the upper level management, the marketers, the retailers, the design team, just the layers and layers and layers and layers. And, why sometimes the difficulty that they had with completing certain teams, and why that, like Feral took so long because it required all that special tooling for one figure at the end. So that's why you got all your other figures from X-Force first. And then, all right, we were finally able to slide her in because we had enough, because it all comes down to money, profits to pay for to eat the costs on the tooling to give you guys this one figure. Yeah. So I thought that was really cool. I like how he handled his departure with grace as well. Like thankful he didn't shit on anybody, which is so easy in this time to do. And anybody that has a platform is quick to shit on, not anybody, but it was just really nice. And he talked kindly still to his coworkers and, the relationships that he's made. And I just thought it came from a really honest and caring place.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah, there was a bunch of stuff. There were three things that I really liked. The reasons why I like this, because like I said, I don't watch a lot of content, content creators and stuff like that. It's time. It's a bunch of other different factors. But to be honest with you, a lot of it, I don't know. If I'm going to invest time in it, I'd like to have like some substance to it. And for me, this episode, it was informative, it was educational, and then also I think the most important reason I liked it was because it was credible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have people. There are people in groups that guilty as charged to a certain extent. Like maybe they follow the line for a certain amount of time and they can kind of predict certain things, or we get information because some people may know some people in the company. This to me was like, it was unprecedented because you had somebody from the company that was explaining some of these ways that they handle certain things, like HasLabs, like you said, all that kind of stuff. But the twist with this is that he doesn't work with them anymore. Because what's the first thing that somebody says as soon as somebody from a company comes and they start doing these videos? Like,
He's just bitter. He's just angry.
No, not like let's say he still worked for the company.
Okay.
And he's saying, okay, well, this is the reason why we do certain things.
Oh, they don't believe. Yeah, they don't believe him, or being a shill, corporate shill. You know, liar, bullshit. You just want my money.
That's why I think that this, unless this is some kind of like WWE work, which I doubt, but that's why it gives this interview so much credibility, because he doesn't work for them anymore.
Right.
And even though, like you said, he handled it with grace. And I was very impressed with some of the questions, because I was like, he doesn't work for them, but he was still catching some flack, maybe because of some of the things that he was working on and projects in there, but he still took it with grace. He was like, yeah, but he had some jokes about it and everything too, which I thought was cool, but he doesn't work for them anymore, so he doesn't have anything to hide, really. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to like blow up bridges or burn things down, but he was still very good about trying to explain it, without pulling the curtain back all the way. I thought it was great, man. And he answered a bunch of stuff. Like, was there any topics that he talked about that like really grabbed onto you? Like, I know you said like HasLabs and other stuff like that, but
I did like the Toy Biz did it better stuff, where he like actually went into how Marvel owned a percentage of the Marvel Legends, like, the original Toy Biz, like they got a certain percentage, and like how, and then Marvel filed for bankruptcy and stuff, like how he went into those details from way back. I thought that was pretty cool. Like, and talked about the profitability of it and stuff, and then, margins. And then he explained also like Hasbro is a big business as well. Like it's not just Marvel Legends isn't just their bread and butter, like they have other factors that go company wide as far as like how they invest and what projects they pick and like I think he said like Dungeons and Dragons and Magic, those were big things, and like some of them, their money has to go toward. It was just really good. I mean, those were. I'm gonna rewatch it again. It was very informative. So.
And so like one of the comments to hear, and I totally understand this, because this is what I was trying to say earlier on, is like with content. For me, I don't know if you feel like this. Like for me, I think we all watch certain things at certain times for certain reasons, right? And maybe for whatever reason, you might watch. It's like sometimes it's like chocolate cake. It's bad for you, but you watch it for whatever reason. Sometimes I'll watch stuff just to get perspective, because I don't want to live in an echo chamber or bubble. I'm at least self-aware enough to where I could say, okay, Paige, you may know how certain things work, but you still need to have the other person's perspective. Like what are some points? Because some people do have points to certain things, and so, but like content is like a diet for me. Like there's only so much I want to put in my body, in your head, because what you get in is what you get out. But one of the comments here, and I do want to not flag it, but I want to, because where was it at? Oh, I should have had it pulled up. There was one about, I think maybe it was removed. I didn't remove anything, but it was something about uh, content, and maybe I don't want to like just quote it. Sorry. Oh, the gist of the comment was the person wouldn't watch that channel because they thought that it might be too toxic, right?
Oh yeah, I see the comment.
Yeah, and so I totally get that, and there are certain times when I don't know, like I can separate certain things, and for me, I think that's also a testament of how good this content was.
Yeah, I felt
don't personally have a problem with them,
Yeah, I felt the whole. I didn't find anything alarming with the conversation or nothing. You know what I mean? Like I don't remember anything that was like out of pocket, or well, maybe there was like one comment made about somebody that worked there still, or somebody that made decisions or whatever. But I get that, but it wasn't. It was not a negative conversation at all. I thought it was very, very informative, and it was well constructed. I mean, kudos to Laserpants for the way he answered or asked those questions and kept it moving. It had a great flow to it.
Yeah, and I, like I said, I totally get. I understand it too because there's I mean, we've talked about this before. Like there's certain times, and I still struggle with some of this at times too, like separating somebody's personality from what the content is or the information is. Right. I'm not saying that about Ryan or anything like that, or Vala or anything like that. What I'm saying is like there are certain content creators I won't watch, but
Same.
there are certain, and I get that too because there are people that look at this channel or people that look at me in the group and they'll say, I don't care what information he puts up, I don't care, I'm not going to look at it. And for me, I can at least separate that. If someone, I don't care who it was. If we were on a burning bridge and somebody said, "Yo, man, the bridge is burning behind you," and I looked at them and say, "I don't like you, so I'm not going to listen to you." In me, I can't do that. So when I saw this, not like I said, anything I have any problem with Ryan or Val or anything like that, but when I saw this, I was like, "Oh, okay." Even if this was somebody that I didn't really want to pour energy into, something like this is still something I would probably watch. And I'm glad I did watch it because, like I said, it's really informative. I can separate the two.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't, but it also shows me that there are people out there that do make good content that's worth watching. It's just if you can separate it, if that's your personal preference. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've met Ryan at San Diego, I think the first time this year, and everybody's interactions with everybody is completely different, so for me, it wasn't an issue for me to watch it. I got off track a little bit, I think, because I was looking at the comments. I agree, Paige, but for me, someone presents the opposite. Okay, I understand. Yeah, no, you can disagree with somebody. Yes, yeah, and I think that the whole thing was polite too because that whole episode, um, I know that there was not only friction with the community, but then also like there's been friction with content creators with him, and for me, I think that him even going on that show, that's huge. That shows you how much patience, how much understanding he has, and I'm taking all these things into consideration because he could have easily just said, you know what, I'm cool. I don't. I'm done with the toy stuff. I've done cons. I've all done all these lives. Did you hear about that too?
Yeah.
He pulled back the curtains like, nah, it's not live. It's pre-recorded, which I get. But you know what I mean? Like, he could have said, you know what? I don't need to do anything. I'm done. I'm out of here. But I mean, that means a lot for him to,
I'm going
even
to
though
work
that. Huh?
corporate IKEA now. I'm done with this toy shit. But
Yeah, but really still went on, So
you could see, like, even like he is a true fan of toys. I mean, look at his thing behind him during the interview. It was, like he highlighted a little bit of his collection. I think Ryan. They talked about the Blob, and Ryan Ting's like, I have the original Blob behind me right now, and
yeah,
and TMNT fan. Who knows? Maybe we'll see him at NECA or something next. Who knows? Like,
yeah, so. No, we've done that, and I again, I do appreciate Ryan getting this because Laserpants, because there's two Ryans, you gotta like differentiate, right?
yeah.
But
I
Ting,
just sent Ryan a message that I don't watch much of his stuff, and I don't think he's an asshole at all. Because so
I don't. But again, I'm
I've
pretty
met him,
sure
but it was a good interview. So
yeah. And again, it's just personal. It's your interactions with certain people. Like I met him. Like I said, I met him at San Diego. He's a good guy, and I've talked to him pretty frequently afterwards, and I haven't had any kind of like issues or anything like that. But then again, that's my experience. And then I can also tell you, there's probably 30 people in the Mezco groups that'll tell you that I'm a dick because for whatever reason you think.
As I know you personally, you truly know.
I know, right?
Truly one of the nicest guys out there. I'm not
But
saying that
that's not
because
what happens.
so
That's
offensive.
not what comes across. A lot of people
Yeah.
sometimes they'll just be like, no, whatever bad interaction you have with somebody, that's a lasting thing. And oh, he deleted my post, so I don't like him anymore. Okay, well, hey,
And that's
it's
exactly
good.
why they're upset, because you may have deleted their post because they didn't, because you hold them to the same group rules that you apply to everybody else. It's so stupid.
Yeah,
That,
but it's
based
energy
on,
that you don't have to waste with other
right.
people. But I mean, it's a little off topic, but that's how I went into it. I was looking at it more of like, I know Ryan, it's cool. I want to like learn about this stuff, and I learned so much from it. I think, like I said, I watched it. But there were a couple things that really stuck out to me. One was in the beginning of the show, I think it was like 1745. And this was really
Very
informative.
specific. I think approximately.
I told you I watched it like 3 times. But I got the cameras here. So one of the things that he talked about that I thought was really super informative was like Ryan asked me, he said, "So what's a day in the life of a Hasbro like global marketing manager?"
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and so and the reason why I thought this was interesting because I think there's like this conception that these guys like they just sit around and troll and read comments and go, you know what, they want this team, let's not do this team.
Yeah.
Or or like hey, let's like the jokes we like would make with Mezco. Like people are actually dedicating time just to think of ways to piss off the customer base. And he was going through and talking about like what was it like the multiple like department meetings that he had with different people
Yeah.
like the designers, the photographers, the legal
Packaging.
project manager, yeah, packaging project managers, um and then also something that I think that gets missed that we've talked about on the show before too is like he was discussing how you're living in this 3-year time gap.
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. What's out now? What's coming next? And what are we planning for the future?
And so it's like he said, for example, it was what did he say? Forgive the dates, but he said like you're living in 2025, so you're doing all the rollout for this year,
Mm-hmm.
but you're also preparing for 2026, and you're trying to get all that stuff kind of like on board and prepped,
Mm-hmm.
to include like how it's going to be marketed, all the conventions that you're going to go to, and then 2027 is your actual it's your what are we going to be putting out next.
Yeah.
And so I was sitting there thinking, I was like, so here's a guy that a lot of people give a lot of shit to because he's in front of camera, and they think that he's like doing certain things for certain reasons that are personal, and this guy's thinking 3 years ahead.
Mm-hmm.
you know it was I don't think a lot of that registers with people. I think that you know what I mean, like I don't think they understand like all of the process and that's involved with all of this stuff.
I liked when they when they brought up like the Ollies and Ross figures and how like
Yeah.
overcasting popularity of figures and stuff, and like how that like that's a huge loss that they take. It was interesting to see it because I had no idea. I thought like I mean I don't know. I never worked in merchandise a day in my life. I never worked in retail, anything. I thought like hey, it didn't sell at Target, so they just sell it out.
Hmm.
Box it all up and send it to a auction somewhere, and I'll like in my mind that's how it worked. But they already paid for it, so what does Hasbro care? But it does affect them, and that's pretty interesting. Like I found that like the Eternals line, like,
Yeah.
but they specifically hit on the Marvel TV stuff, and the one that thought like the What If line. I'm sure that probably took a huge loss for them. So that was cool too.
Yeah, he was very another thing I really got out of this is I think this is a good blueprint for companies.
Mm-hmm.
I get that there is a curtain, and you don't want to pull it back like we talked about on the show many times. You don't want to pull it back too far because you're exposing your processes to other companies. It's the old, Willy Wonka slugfest
Mm-hmm.
Slugworth kind of thing, right? You don't want to do that. And you also want to keep this element of surprise for all the things that you have going forward, 2026, 2027. But he was very open about how how there were things that even though you're thinking that far ahead and you're trying to make it successful, it's an unknown. You know,
It's
there's no
a
guarantee for all this stuff. I think it's really easy to sit back and go, why didn't you guys make this character? Why didn't you do that when they're working in the future? Do you know what I mean?
right.
Like right now, if I asked you who's going to win the Super Bowl in in 2027, it's pretty much what you're doing. You're asking somebody
Right.
to predict the future and saying, "Hey, who's going to be successful?" You know?
Yeah, this Quicksilver figure is going to be the hottest figure of 2027.
Yeah. Do you know that? I mean, it would be like if Blade came out and they said, "Okay, we're going to do a movie version of Blade." Let's say the movie flops. How do you know?
Right.
Like, and I get it. Everybody's a toy maker. Everybody's a toy designer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I knew a lot of this stuff already, but a lot of this just kind of like reaffirmed it. Like the HasLab thing. That was a very good conversation. And he talked about like the impact of, of coming out with these things and also how it's like a collaborative effort. Like let's say you wanted to do a project and you and I are on board with it, but then your vote gets kind of swayed by a corp, by some of the higher ups saying, no, we don't want to do that right now. We don't think it's right because it doesn't match up with certain things. There's so much involved in it. You know what I mean? It was very enlightening.
I like the build a figure part too, where they talked about like how the cost of adding that extra figure does play in. Why we were getting so many to begin with, and then
Right.
how they're scaling it back, and the push for movie figures, of course, for movie merchandise
Yeah.
versus like a regular comic book line release. So
Yeah, that was a good conversation. But we'll get to that in a second. But one thing that leads into that conversation is and we've talked about this, I don't know how many times, because we always see people in the community. The first thing is it's and this will channel through Cece here about there was a line in there that Ryan said he said it's a cash grab or something like that, and you're only trying to make money. It's something I'm paraphrasing.
yeah,
And he like I said, he handled all these questions. I know Ryan's joking, but he handled all these things because Ryan is pretty much saying everything that the community is thinking. He's just trying to make it an approachable topic. And so and Ryan Ting was like, he's like, yeah, he goes, corporate sets the profit level.
mm-hmm.
It's not even them. It's the
Right,
corporate ones. It's like, okay, hey, here's what we wanted at. And so here's your project. This is what we would like you to get, or this is what we expect you to get. And then he had this really cool stat. I had it here because he said one of the things that you could do is because it's all public information. You could go to these major corporations and see their revenue, right? And so
yeah,
you could go and you could look at Hasbro. And the example he gave was it's a $4 billion company, right? And he said like 2.5 is consumer product. That's everything that they make. 1.5 is digital. And of that 2.5, that includes all your lines, your Star Wars, you know, I forgot what he used, but the male action figure, so
yeah,
just action figures. But you got Star Wars Black Series, you got all these lines, and so all of that pot is getting divvied up by different sublines. And just because one subline does well, it doesn't mean that it's going to lower your profit, the profit level that they expect from you. Like you're going to get a bonus, or hey, there's a project you wanted to do. We'll lower your profit level so you can have more money to be able to do that. Right.
yeah.
And it was
It's
just a bunch of stuff that I was like, because I think there is this narrative that people think that, yes, it is a business. You got to make money off of it. But isn't that what you're supposed to be doing?
yeah. The point of a business is to make money. I think, could be wrong.
Well, to be able to like further the line,
Yeah,
to be able
of
to
course.
offer more. And then it led into what you were saying was the whole build a figure stuff. I thought that was an interesting point too, because you know how like some people say, oh, they're skimming down from some of the accessories, and he would say, so they would take away something like the build a figure parts and everything.
Yeah, because they talked about like, would the consumer, they play that into value as well. You know, would our consumers pay for this? Would they
Right.
would they go for this?
Right.
So
Thank you. Ryan said that small thing that was included, like with your Hasbro stuff like that, Hasbro, Star Wars, and everything. It's called Boys Action. Thank you. So, but yeah, so let's say you had build a figure pieces and stuff like that, and like you mentioned, even though you had those six figures and the seventh, you got this free figure. It wasn't really free because it was baked into the cost of the actual
yeah,
line. And so once they I personally, and this is just me because I don't collect waves. I'm not hardcore. I
hmm
like the fact that there's a build a figure and it's already pre-assembled and it's sold separately because I hated buying all those figures.
yeah, like
And
one of the Iron Man waves was terrible. Like you had to get like some really shitty figures, living laser and things like that. And I can't remember what the build a figure was, but it was terrible.
yeah,
Too.
and you know me, I like obscure characters.
Right.
I don't I don't I don't have a problem with that. It's just I felt like I was just because you can't pay for the build a figure part because people want almost as much as that. So for me, it's a personal preference. I'm fine with it, but I like how the comparison was is like, yeah, he was explaining that build a figure part, and then also now that they've gotten rid of build a figures, it doesn't mean that the value of whatever it is going. So you're getting all of this information, right? And like I said, it's coming from somebody, and the first thing that somebody would target in and say, well, this is bullshit because he works with them, but he doesn't work for them anymore.
No, he's free agent.
Right. And so now the question comes into play is now that you have all this information and someone has told you without any connection to a company, right? This is the reason why a company does it. How open will somebody be to be able to not even accept it, but just take it into consideration? Because this is the goalpost movement we keep talking about every week.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're saying somebody's a shill or a company person because they're telling you, why isn't my stuff shipped? Well, because we don't want to charge you extra because the shipping rates are high right now, or tariffs, we're waiting for them to swing back really quick because that's what's been happening. So we're waiting for that quick swing so we can pull it out and then be able to do it so we don't have to pass off the cost. No, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. So now you have somebody in that position giving you the information. How do you think people are going to like take it in?
They're not still. They don't really want they. How is it that you worded it? They don't care about what the answer is if it's not the answer that they want. Isn't that how you word it? I'm trying to remember.
I always say, are you, one of the things I say is like, are you asking a question because you want an answer, or are you asking the question because you just want to argue?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's really what it is. Like and then I throw in goalpost moving because it doesn't matter what the answer is. You could tell people the answer. I think this is a great blueprint. I think that there's a halfway point, like a happy medium, where somebody from a company could come on to a show and like we talked about in the beginning of it, how I said like, well, you know, Ryan, even though he's a medium between that and he's because you don't want to have somebody come on and then they go, oh, you just kind of fluffed this interview. Been there, done that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a certain decorum you have to have. You know, you can't be the unfiltered question giver during the interview because first off, you're going to piss off your guests and they're going to get off. You're not going to get any answers.
Right.
And then also, guess what? They're not going to go on any other shows.
Right.
So I know you probably think it's cool to say, hey, man, why are you guys messing up shipping? Or why don't you do this? There's a certain way that you can ask those questions and still get the pulse of the community right, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And I think it was done very well in this interview. But I do think it's a blueprint. I think people from companies, they can come on and they can have this kind of discussion where it's balanced for both people. You get answers like this, but you don't piss them off. the community gets their answers, and then it's up to the community and customers kind of figure out, yeah, do I accept it or not? That's the whole answer to the whole thing. Like, he doesn't work for them. He gave you the answers. What do you do now?
Well, the right thing to do is to appreciate the interview and the inside knowledge that we gained, and not be an asshole. But
I do. I can't say it enough. I don't. I understand. I understand. Like, people don't know. You can break this up in chunk. He's pretty much been breaking it up in little segments. Like these little 10 minute set like that we showed earlier. I do think that this is just one of those shows that is super beneficial to the community, not just with Hasbro, but all of this stuff. I'll be honest with you, it kind of mirrors other companies too. They may have different processes, but everything that he pretty much said is going to probably apply to most companies. You know, I mean, $4 billion company, and they're watching money. So these smaller companies, third party companies, their margin for error is a lot thinner. So,
what was your favorite HasBlab idea that they were kicking around?
oh, what was that one? I like how they explain the engine of Engine. What was the one? I think they mentioned the Fantastic Car,
The Fantastic Car. They talked about Spider Buggy. They said
the
Punisher
Deadpool
Van.
and Punisher
Dead-
van.
Was there any others, Ryan?
A point that he made that I didn't think about but really stuck with me was how he said that when you look at the Marvel universe, yeah, there's these certain vehicles that they're iconic,
Right.
Quinjet and all these other things. But then when you start going down the line, it becomes really like they're common vehicles, like he said with the
Right.
Punisher, and those are projects, like he said, that I mean, not even third party. You can print that shit up yourself now. And so, what was it? I forgot the word. Was it quintessential projects that he said?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in order for you to be able to take those projects and put them in that tier class to make it where these dream projects and stuff like that, it's there's only so much of a pool that you can go from,
Right.
before you start getting somebody. I mean, who's the guy that who's currently printing up that Quinjet?
Oh, the X-Jet, you mean?
Yeah,
The
the X-Jet.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane. That thing is ridiculous. I think out of those projects I listed, Ryan Ting said he was pushing for the Fantastic Car even before the Fantastic Four movie, and I would have loved to have seen the Fantastic Car, or
Yeah.
because they hit it on the Punisher van. And they're like, great, it looks like a black van on the inside, and it'll have a lot of cool interior features, but it's just a black van on the outside.
You remember that Spider-Man with the Punisher, and they went inside the van for a little bit, and
Yeah.
that's what you like. If you could personally print out your own van, or a third party company can come up with a van, you have to like step it up a little bit more with your product.
Yep.
And then after a while, that starts running into, okay, well, we stepped it up, and these other people who can print it for, I don't know how much filament will cost for a vehicle that you just did, right? How
Well,
much? How much did that project?
that
Any
I'm working on
project?
right now.
Well, yeah, average price wise, how much would you say?
For the filament on the one that I'm working on now, I probably got $40 in filament. It's going to cost me.
So $40.
But I also have a $600 printer.
Yeah, but it's an investment to, But okay, so $40, and you're printing it over how much time?
It took me, and it was running nonstop. I knew, I was home in time to switch over to the next file and stuff. It took me a week of straight printing to do what I'm working on, which will be seen soon. You've seen it, so
yeah. Okay, so let's give it.
It's a vehicle. For those that are questioning, it's a vehicle. So
So let's give it a little bit of a buffer, and we'll say 2 weeks, as opposed to a year and a half.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, so you have somebody that can print something for $40 in 2 weeks, or a third party company that can do it for half the price. Your amount of, wow factor has to go up, just like a snowcat.
Yeah.
You got to do that stuff, and what that's going to do is, unfortunately, it is going to raise the price of that through materials, everything else. I totally get it, even if you don't agree with it. Like I was saying, I think that there's this disconnect because people think, just like with Amazon, I don't understand. I can order from Amazon, I can get it in 2 days. Why can't I get it from you guys in 2 days? It's not the same thing.
Right.
I can print this in 2 weeks. Why can't I get it from you guys in 2 weeks? Well, did you put electronics in it? Is your licensing? Are your tires rubber? Do you have details?
They're moving to the, like my vehicle is that I'm working on. There is no like, the wheels do not rotate. It's very stationary, statuesque, so to speak.
Yeah. And so that's in a nutshell, that's what this episode did. I knew I'd probably say about 75% of it, but to actually hear it from somebody, another person that's actually doing it, because pull back the curtain a little bit. I've sat there and I've listened to different people talk at Mezco, the Living Dead Dolls people, Mez. I mean, he was on the show and he went through and he talked through all this stuff. But there's times when that's the benefit of going to these conventions is you get to hear some of this stuff. But it's hard to convey that to people because the first thing people do is they dismiss it, even though if it's information, and again, that's why I think this episode is it would be one that I would recommend to everybody and just take it into consideration. I mean, you don't have to accept it, but I mean, at least you're not like stewing in this black hole of hate that every day when you're just constantly saying, well, I can do it better. I can throw the ball better than Tom Brady. Okay. Against a blitz package, you think you can? There's other factors, man. There's other factors. Damn, how did I miss this stream? It's still up, man. It's like I said, it's in the description box. I highly, highly recommend it.
What day did this was this live? Laserpants, if you're still in here, I can't remember what day their show was. Was it Sunday or was it Friday? I don't know when they did their show, but I watched the replay. Thanks, Paige, for telling me about it, by the way. So it was definitely a great watch.
I'm trying to, let me see if I have so it was 3 days ago because I screen capped this today.
Saturday night, he just said in the chat. Thank you.
Saturday night? Yeah. Thank God I didn't do it on Wednesday. He does have a show on Wednesday.
Oh, he does?
I think so. Ryan has like shows like every day of the week or something, or at least he's on like shows like
a celebrity, I guess.
Yeah, because I'll see it. It was like a Figure Fight Club, and Yojo Jerk, and like I see it all the time. I'm like, geez, man, he's like busy. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got. There was something else. Hold on, one more thing. I had a note on it because don't forget this. This is cool. How was it? Yeah, we already talked about completing teams. This was one thing, and they did a good job of like being respectful of the questions, but obviously there's going to be trolls and stuff like that. But they kiboshed that pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, most of the questions that came out were really good, and this was one that really caught my eye. Was the guy was talking about? He's like, "Hey, can we get more advanced notice or transparency with upcoming releases to better prepare financially for the future?" I thought this was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that Ryan doesn't work there. I mean, it was just a comment, but I think, like we talked about before with prepping and collecting and stuff, I think that that's going to be huge in the future because I love secret drops. I love the surprise of things. I just don't think as a financial formula that works right now for a lot of people.
Right.
I know it's part of it. It's the joy of collecting, but uh, maybe if you knew half to 75% of what was coming out, I think it would help some people because if they dropped, if they dropped Batman Year One on Saturday, I mean, after they just dropped this, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, well, I mean, I'm, I would, I don't want to, I don't know how to say this without sounding like an asshole. So I'll just shut up.
You
Never
can
mind.
think of a way to say it.
No, I can't because it'll just come off, I'm okay with that. I'd let him. I'd be excited for that drop. It would be ordered.
No, I mean more of it as a like Hasbro just did with that with this.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a concrete year out. I just think that
like a release window calendar, kind of.
yeah, like that Paternia thing
Yeah,
that I showed you.
that'd be great. Yeah, I think that would be great.
I think this helps. Like, and maybe I'm not saying a year out, maybe a month or two out, just so people can kind of prep because I know that different people are in different financial brackets and different people have different ways of hustling to be able to afford collecting because they know. But some people aren't
Right.
well versed in that. And I think something like this would kind of help. If you knew 2 months, hey guys, these are the things that we're going to come out in the next 2 months. So now you have time to kind of plan. You could say, you know what, dude, I really want that Punish thing. I'm not in on the Daredevil, but I want these other three things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should start selling some figures so I can prep for these. Because you don't really know, right? If you
Right.
didn't have this, you don't know. But then maybe sell some stuff. Maybe I put in some OT. Maybe I don't take the girl out to eat. But you're prepping because we can sit here and give people, all this advice about PayPal and oh, here's the Q4 stuff, be ready, that kind of stuff. But life throws you other things that you're not ready for.
Right. Stuff happens.
And
Cars
yeah,
break. New iPhones get released.
right. And I think it just helps. And it just like right now, I think something like this would kind of help. You're like, okay, I know these things are coming out. I can better prepare for it instead of, oh, hey, guess what? Bam, this is coming. Bam, this is coming. Oh, guess what? These two GI Joes are coming. Guess what? We're charging you at 12 o'clock at midnight without you knowing for these. Hasbro's good at that.
Sure.
So, anything else that you take away? I mean, there's so much. I could talk about this.
There's a lot. I really recommend, since everybody in here is a collector, I would assume at this point, take a watch. I mean, it really is very informative. It's a long watch. Break it up. I mean, it's if you can't sit there for 3 hours, but it was great. And thank you to Ryan and Bobby for hosting that. So even, Bobby catches a lot of hell online, obviously, his personality, but I liked hearing, because Ryan is a marketer, and hearing Bobby talk about his time in a positive manner for the most part. I know he says a lot of things and people give him a lot of shit and get upset, but he did mention a lot of positive, gave a lot of insight from the designer's perspective of working with Ryan at Hasbro as well, which I found really interesting. And projects they worked on together. I think they talked about cost where they were upset about, where they didn't agree with somebody with cost on, I think it was a 4-inch Yondu 2-pack or something like that. Mm-hmm. Oh, and they talked about a canceled Black Panther Build-A-Figure kind of thing. I think it was Stan Lee or something. It was kind of cool. There's just a lot of good stuff that they throw out there for everybody. It's a good watch. Really worth your time.
You know what it's like? It's I don't know if I'm getting the name of the show right, so I apologize if I'm not. But that show is Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. Is it All the Smoke? And they're two NBA players, and they got other NBA players coming on, but they're like reliving some of these stories that you're not supposed to hear about, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it explains so much. I felt like this was that kind of like episode. And even though I had a a pretty good working knowledge of things, it was cool to hear from the perspective of another company, but then also uh I don't want to call Bobby like third party, an independent seller,
Mm-hmm.
because you have this supposedly like global mega dominant toy company, and then you have Valaverse over there that is like steadily going up,
Mm-hmm.
creating brand and everything else like that. And he was part of that, but then he's also explaining part of his process too as well, you know, and then also sharing those stories and what he learned from that. There's a lot of layers to that episode. I just, and I know there was comments before, like, you know, and it's understandable. Yeah, maybe you may not agree with certain people about certain things that they've done. Uh, I do think that there's a way that you can like look at it and say, okay, there's a lot of good information in there. And I think it was even presented like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like it was like a toxic episode or there were people taking shots at anybody.
No.
You know, I'm not too well versed at all of the behind the scenes stuff. For me, as just a casual person watching it, I was like, this just has a lot of information that I think uh, people should take into consideration. I know it's not going to resonate with a lot of people. There's going to be people that are going to say, I don't care what this guy says, that doesn't still work with them. I don't agree with it. You know, I just think that I think it's a good watch. I
Yeah.
won't keep beating that in the ground. Oh, that's it. Anything else? Ryan, again, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate everybody watching tonight too. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Finish up these last comments really quick. Hasbro's moving the release dates. Yes, they are. And they've been moving up stuff. I get stuff on Amazon. It's like, hey, we moved your thing up. Ryan Ting. Oh, is it? I like the yeah. And you could tell. You know that one interesting story that they were talking about when he said that Bobby interviewed Ryan for the
Oh yeah,
job?
yeah. He interviewed him for the job, like a panel interview. Like
Yeah, he was part of that. There's a panel of people, but he was also one of them.
yeah.
And that's why I said there's like, dude, this it's like I won't say like a masterclass, but like you can look at this episode. There was like so many layers. Like if you knew behind the scenes stuff, you know, or even you know relationships kind of stuff. There's a lot. I'll stop blazing it. All the smoke. LP. Let's see here. Let me see what else. Then I got one more thing to end off on. I would love to see a Cory releases for Mezco. I think it would be. Oh wait a minute. Let me zoom in on this. I would love to see Cory releases from Mezco, but I also think it dulls the hype and excitement for getting that pre-order tomorrow notice, FOMO. Yeah, I agree. It ruins the surprise, but I'm wondering where the balance is with, you know, are you still able to keep that FOMO or that surprise when you know, when your collector and customer base doesn't have the money to get it? That's what I was wondering about, like as far as prepping.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna get worse, man. I really do. Not to
Agree.
get, yeah. I caught the replay yesterday. Ryan Ting has great insight. Yes, yes. Hey, good night, Boba. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Welcome to Florida. Last one is I feel Hasbro hasn't gotten me hooked to the line. They had me Lightning Collection. Yeah, I was disappointed. Lightning Collection too. That I believe is never coming back. You never know. We talked about this too, though. We've kind of like slowed down our Legend stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
Joe's not so much.
Joe's will never stop.
Yeah. I will admit the last couple months I've probably bought more Legends because of like the Gamerverse stuff and this other stuff. But yeah. That's it. All right, you got anything? I know I talk too much. But...
No. Well, I mean, just like nah.
Go, get it out.
Oh, like we were talking about earlier, like I've gotten like such a plethora of figures in the last 2 weeks from Mezco, G.I. Joe, Mythic Legions, and then I got the Dragon Man. Like we're in a true renaissance of toys, and I don't know how anybody could be unhappy with this art that we're getting. Like that, like obviously there's some figures out there that are not as good as others, but you shouldn't be miserable. There's so much good stuff that's coming. I'm just like literally like every day I'm blown away by what I'm getting in the mail, and obviously my wallet sucks, but
Yeah.
there's just been so much good stuff, and you shouldn't be miserable. Just enjoy it, or take a break, or switch a line for a little bit. There's so much good stuff. That Dragon Man figure is unbelievable, and I thought I was out of the Legends game for the most part, but I grabbed him and the Joes that I've opened up the last couple of days, and then got the Silver Knight, and we have Otho coming tomorrow. Like there's just Art the Clown, just great stuff across all lines. Fine. Pick up a new line. Just grab a figure from Target and dick around with it. See what you think. If you're that mad at Mezco or whatever, there's just other things out there.
I still, and you made a great point. I still think a lot of it is, people are adjusting to not being able to get everything that they want.
Yeah.
And people are, I don't think people have accepted it. I wanted to get some of that Legion stuff, but I was trying to be responsible.
Dude, there's some good Legion stuff coming.
There is, but I mean, there's
like Thursday night was what we pre-ordered that 3 weeks ago now.
Right.
Doesn't
it doesn't, but you gotta have some kind of like self-control.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna have things that happen in your life that will make you have that self-control, and it might be more. You might not be able to collect more that you want to, because you are. And I've been trying to CC was a really good influence with that part of it. It's like understanding that you might be in a position right now where you can get all of this stuff, but when are you gonna play with it? When are you gonna have time for it? When are you is that taking away from something else, like financially or just anything, dude? Like all that stuff is really good. And I think that there are people that don't have that ability to do it. And I think they see other people that do and they're mad about it. And it's not the whole poors thing. It's just people, oh man, he gets this, he keeps getting this, he gets this for free. That starts building up animosity. And I think people instead of just saying, yep, I can't do it, people are like, that sucks. I don't like it. It's bullshit. It's a bullshit practice. And it's like, and I get it. But you got to look at some of the other stuff around you. You're going to have to start labeling that on gas prices, grocery prices, electricity.
Yeah.
So, but it goes back to what you said. Maybe we need some of that so we can start enjoying some of this stuff that's just piling up in our houses,
Yeah.
Sometimes the universe has a way of telling you something that you need to know.
Balancing out.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I had a lot of fun. This is a great show, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, one more. I just stare at my collection like a disbelief. This is awesome. Yeah, man. That's why I put that stuff in the beginning about back in the day. We need more stuff like that. We need more meetups and stuff like that, connecting with each other. And, maybe if you can't get a toy, your friend shares with you. And you have a little play party,
Paige, you can come over and play with the dragon when he gets here.
And the Ghostbuster?
And the Ghostbuster car.
Ecto one?
Yeah, I'll let you hold the Ghostbuster car.
Thank you. We'll just keep it at your house.
Yeah. You can push it on the floor too. You can go back and forth with it.
With the lights on? Can I turn the lights on?
Yeah,
That
well,
thing looked badass at
yeah.
the con, bro.
Yeah, you can flip the lights. We'll let you go full lights and sounds.
All right, yeah. But yeah, yeah, great episode. So for people that stuck around, I next week will be a pretty good episode.
Right.
Yeah.
CC's gonna be back, or is he still licking his
I don't
wounds?
know. We'll see. But
His title loss last night.
yeah, he took it hard, didn't he?
Oof.
But yeah, this week was really good. I definitely think next week will be a very good episode. So block some time out for that. And if you don't believe me, wait till next week. Put some stuff out. And again, remember, New York meetup Friday the 8th. 10th. Friday the 10th, October, 8:30.
Should we tell him, Paige?
What?
Next week, Sydney Sweeney's gonna be on.
She is. Talking about that boxing movie that she's doing.
I'll take her in the maid or whatever it is, the housemaid, whatever that housekeeper.
Oh yeah, the housekeeper one. I won't put out that Sydney Sweeney's gonna be on until like later, like on Wednesday. I'll say it.
When she's in the green room eating the green M&Ms, then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, but yeah, next week. Good show. All right, you want to take us out or we don't have CC?
Yeah, we'll just put CC in. Do we got an old sound clip of CC somewhere?
No, what did we? Yeah. Drink your water. Just kidding. He said tap in. We might do a tap in when it gets a little bit closer to New York. I'd rather do it afterwards because I don't want to do a tap in, and if there's some New York exclusive that that it's hard to get or or it's expensive, and so yeah, we're gonna do it for this. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So but we'll do tap ins a little bit.
Yeah, we should start seeing some the exclusive if they're doing anything. Hopefully we get like, I don't know, some new reveals, some we haven't seen yet. We should do predictions next week.
Oh yeah, you guys can do predictions.
You can do.
I'll let you guys do predictions.
You can do fake predictions, Paige. Like
fake ones.
Yeah, because I'm sure.
I'm excited. I'm excited about like what they show.
Yeah.
I'm really excited
because maybe we'll start seeing some pre-orders because Comic-Con's in what 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
It's the 9th, I think.
Yeah, because we had three pre-orders for San Diego, so maybe we'll get maybe 1 or 2. That'd be kind of cool, just leading up into it.
Yeah, and then they're also going to probably put out like the RumbleCon, the itinerary.
Yeah.
Usually they do that like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks ahead in advance.
Oh, it hasn't started yet?
No, not
yet. Joke will never get old.
It won't. I dropped it though. I'm gonna drop it because nobody said anything. Nobody said anything for this, and nobody said anything for San Diego. So I gotta be good and say, okay, yeah, I think I'll be better. I retired it until.
Hashtag RealmCon started.
Oh, look at that Superman animated series. That would be cool.
I want to see another look at Red Hood, and I want to see a Bat villain that like Scarecrow or Riddler. That's what I would like.
Yeah, definitely see. It's gonna be coming up. They had a pretty good showing last year in New York, so. But yeah, they'll probably do the itinerary sometime soon, and then like you said, depending on how many they have, they should start doing rollouts.
Yeah,
because that's what they did last time. They did the Decapod and they did Doc, and they took those, and then they said they were shipping them afterwards. So.
Oh, remember when you told us that they were going to do the Land Reaper for this year?
I did not. I did not say that.
Have your wallets ready.
Oh God, I would. I think that would. I don't know. I don't know if that would.
You think that would cost more than the? I mean, the level of detail was obviously much more than the Rumbler. You think would cost more or be around the same price point?
I don't know. I just don't know if with the amount that's left in Q4 and you have New York, the New York con,
Yeah,
I know they don't think like this. I know they don't sit there and say, well, not every, we're not pricing everything by people buying everything. They're doing it more of like, okay, some people will probably buy some things, some people won't, you know?
yeah. I hope they don't
But
do it this year. They can wait till next year.
yeah, I just think that with the Q4 remainder releases, New York,
Hmm.
and then also the holidays, I don't know. I don't know. I don't run the toy company, I don't have any input in that, but as a
I would like them to
collector,
be kind.
yeah,
Honestly,
as a collector, I wouldn't want to do it.
no, I don't want anything more than what we got right now. I mean, maybe like a New York City Comic Con exclusive, and then let's just roll out what we got. No more pre-order and Senor Blanco, but let's just save some stuff for next year.
There's a lot, man. There's a lot like on the docket left, man.
I know.
So it's
I'm glad everything is paid for.
yeah, me too. All right, well, again, thank you guys very much. Appreciate you guys sharing your time with us. Please, if you get a chance, I highly recommend watching that video. My 3POA Valaverse Bobby they did with Ryan Ting. It was a really good episode. You'll get a lot out of it. That's all I got. Hopefully, see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Oh, help control the pet population by having your pet sprayed or neutered. There we go. So you did it for him, right?
Have your pets drink water.
Yeah, have your pets drink water. Always keep them hydrated. No shot, D. No shot. That was a shot. I love you, man. All right. Bye.